Alright, hello everybody. I should have turned on my thing. Okay. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Saturday edition of Extra Credit Plays. We're doing doing a hangout stream, just playing some games, enjoying each other's company. We got another boys' night here. No stinky girls to deal with. God, that was cringe. But speaking of stinkiness, we have the man who will eventually dig in my grave. We have Cather, the Grave Digger.
Once again, I am back from the grave, my lovely duckies. How you doing this wonderful
Live
Saturday
from
evening?
Milkwave. Alright. And then next up, we have the man for whom doom is always eternal. We have Lugbazurg.
Yes. Someone was asking, what would be your kind of dream sponsorship? And today I was thinking, maybe anything involving id Software.
Oh, that would be a collab.
You sure it's not Raid Shadow Legends?
If I ever feel for Raid Shadow Legends, please whack me with a shovel.
Oh man.
You know, he's gonna take that seriously. You'll go to the grave nice and early.
Yeah.
I know. So yeah, we started this game last Saturday. It's like, good enough to start the stream. It works. Alright. But how's everyone doing tonight?
You alright?
That's good. Also, we have Tevia in the chat. How you doing?
Timmy says, sounds fun. Metroid Fusion, yay, great game. I love this game so much. Yeah, I need to get it myself.
I've never actually beaten it, to be honest. I need to fix that. Maybe I am tonight. Who knows?
Speaking of Game Boy Advance games, I bought some stuff for the Game Boy Advance from handheldlegend.com, and hopefully it'll be here in a couple of days. Yeah, my personal Game Boy Advance is it looks like a Super Nintendo. It's gray with purple buttons. And yeah, so I found they sent me because I got like their newsletter or whatever. They sent me a email of like some stuff they have, things you might be interested in. And one of them was, it's a mod that it's not very hard to do. All it is it's simply just it lays over the buttons. It adds a clickiness to the buttons that the apparently the SP has. I don't know. I never had a Game Boy SP, so I don't know.
You never had an SP.
Never had an SP. I've only had the original Advance.
But the problem is, honestly, for adult hands, they're a bit uncomfortable.
Well, do they have kind of clicky buttons?
They do actually, yeah.
Okay, well this one, that's what it does. It gives the buttons kind of a clickiness. They have them for the what's funny though, the shoulder buttons are sold separately. So I had to get the D-pad, the A and B and start buttons, and then the shoulder buttons. I have to get those separately. The shoulder buttons are actually soldered in, so I'm gonna actually have to do a little surgery there, getting those in, and then surgery, yeah, and then and I thought, you know what, let's replace. Let's see what else we can replace. And so I bought it said pairs well with like these other buttons they have. So I was like, okay, let's see what these buttons are. And they had like these really beautiful looking metallic chrome like pearlescent buttons. So I bought ones that are like purple, and so I'm gonna be replacing the buttons on mine with these like metallic purple ones.
Oh, that's
So it's gonna look badass.
oh, yeah. So a little bit like modern is
I mean, it already looks great, but it's just gonna look amazing.
what's Tevye got for us?
What do they have for us? Let's see here. Speaking of Metroid, will you play Dread on stream because that game is also fun?
I mean, I could definitely emulate it.
Trucking missiles on the thing.
I'm gonna give you a very solid maybe. Like it's definitely possible. I've emulated it on this computer before, so it's doable.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got the Game Boy Advance Tactile Conversion PCB, which is the buttons. Game Boy Advance Extreme Rate Chrome Purple.
Extreme.
That's what it is. It's like little E, capital X. Extreme Rate Chrome Purple buttons. And then Game Boy Advance clicky triggers.
Nice.
So, yeah. And it only came out to like $23 for all that, which I was kind of amazed. So, and honestly, there's no like I think you do have to solder the buttons in place, but I mean, other than that, there's nothing to do with any electronics. 'Cause you're just literally just laying them over top the old buttons.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it seems like a very a very easy mod for those who are like just starting out. You know, if you're trying to like get your confidence up, that seems like a mod to work on.
Yeah, the reason I've never done any mods is because I have a bit of like a hand tremors thing that will make soldering difficult. Or I do.
Yeah, you
but
definitely.
It also might just be an excuse on my part.
No, you do. Well, so you definitely need a steady hand. You know, you don't want to be.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. Especially for like delicate work. If you're just putting like a wire to, you know, from here to there, you usually can get away with it. But yeah, if you're doing like some really technical, delicate work, yeah, I definitely need a surgeon's hand for that.
And I do not have a surgeon's hands.
I remember one time I helped a guy. He contacted me because I had done some work for him before, and hold on a second.
Alright, well, while Caster's gone, Lug, what you up to, sir?
Oh boy. Well, I did make sure to be able to eat ahead of time. Have some waffles to finish up.
Waffles.
Sorry about that. I had somebody just burst in the studio door without knocking.
How rude.
I know exactly. I was like mute button, mute button, mute button. Trying to find the mute, like scrambling for the mute, scrambling for the mutant button. Like, what are you doing? What are you,
Mutant button.
Mutant. Yes, they come out and beat.
Let's call him Storm.
They come out and they start beating the hell out of whoever comes in here.
Jeez.
Tevye says I'm not good with mods. It depends. If you like, to me, I'm completely self-taught. I just, you know, my first mod I ever did was actually repairing a Game Gear, and that is actually not something you want to be going into your first time. But I did it. Watching videos and copying what people did, and you know, and practicing, and believe me, I have tore up a bunch of Game Gears. I have ruined a bunch of boards, and I have also saved a bunch of boards. Exactly. Yeah. So you will mess up. You will screw up. That is the problem. I mean, that is the thing. You know, and you have to accept that you're going to mess up. But as long as you don't give up, that's the best thing.
Oh, I'm never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna turn down and hurt you.
It says Adam. Oh right, this game introduced Adam to the world of Metroid. Now I remember.
Yeah, Dread is actually a sequel to this game. So.
Yeah.
in so many ways, because like they have the X parasites and Adam. Like there's a lot of the themes of this game. Like what's crazy is this game was supposed to come out in like the late, like Dread was supposed to come out in the late 2000s. Like they were teasing it as early as like I think it was like Prime 2 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm actually glad it took a while because, honestly, I just love the way Metroid Dread looks.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things that needed to happen for Dread to happen because Mercury Steam had to have created the engine for the Castlevania game, and then they did the remake of Samus 2 to kind of get their feet wet, you know.
The SAX is such a creepy villain and very scary in my opinion. Is that the robots running around?
No, the SAX is the copy of you because it's basically like the Super Metroid, like the Super Met, like because you lost all your weapons, all your Super Metroid weapons. It's that version of you.
Okay.
So I
But,
believe Fusion takes place like not too far off from Super Metroid.
Hmm.
Well, that would make sense. It is a sequel.
But yeah, so back to the story I was telling. Yeah, I had this guy I did some work for, and he wanted me to send he wanted to send me a robot from the early '80s. It was a big, it was supposed to be the big toy of like 1985. Little did they know that the Nintendo would come out that year, so and completely wipe that under the rug. But it was supposed to be this, robot companion friend, and it was a lot of money actually, even in 1980s dollars. A lot of money. It was a very expensive toy.
We have channel member Jason Ingram in the chat.
Oh, we do. Says, guys, I'm only popping up to say hi. Hi. I'm using Grok to help me build the physics that will be the backbone of the physics for my novel. All right.
And he dropped some screecher emojis. If you
Alrighty, there you go.
Emojis, you can become a torchbearer for the channel like Jason. Only $5 a month.
Yeah. It'd be cool like Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sheep.
Oh, screw you.
Yeah, be our sheep. Yes, that's right. Give us
Be
money.
the torchbearer.
But anyways, he wanted to send me this robot in, and I asked him what was wrong with it, and he said like he had tried to work on it, and he couldn't get it working and everything, and he sent me pictures. And I said, "Are you really certain that you can't get it working?" And he had a soldering station, but like you, his hands are very shaky.
Knees weak, arms
And
heavy.
dude, yeah. So, anyways, but he was telling me that there's a wire that is basically. I asked him. I said, "It looks like there's just a wire missing from this board." He said, "Yeah, I tried to do it, but I couldn't do it." So I kind of talked him through it to get it done. And I told him, I said, because I don't want you to send this to me, and it's a quick fix. I said, I can probably help you walk you through it. I said, but if you're absolutely uncomfortable with it, then yes, I'll do it for you. And I wasn't going to charge him money either for it. I was just like, dude, you've been good to me. And hey, Black Reaper, how you doing?
Yeah, a Reaper King's here.
And so I told him I walked him through it and everything. And we're doing Messenger, so so he's silent for a while, and then the three dots pop up on the Messenger, and then he's like, oh my god. I said, what? He's like, it works.
It's working!
He's like, yeah. He said apparently that's all was wrong with it was this wire needed to be soldered into it. I was like, okay, cool. Let me see it. And it was the worst solder job I had ever seen, but it worked. It was this huge glob of solder for this one little wire, and I was like, hey, whatever works, I guess, as long
Hey,
as it's in
you
there.
did it. That's what matters.
Yeah, that's what matters. I said it powers on. He put batteries in it, power right up. Because he had it with the box, with the manual, and now that it works, he said he could sell it for at least $500. And I was like, well, that's cool.
What? Oh, the robot. Okay. I was like, wait,
The robot, yeah, he can sell it for $500. Like, that's awesome. Because it's like a collectible, for toy collectors.
okay.
And it comes with the box, and it might you probably get it a little higher than that too. But yeah, he was so thankful. He was just like, oh my god, dude, I want to send you like some money. I was like, no, you don't need to send me money. All I did was give you some tips. I don't need you to send me money. But it made me, that feeling I love when someone, is able to fix something,
Yeah.
because this guy said, he goes, I've had it in my garage for like 2 years now. He's like, I've been scared to go to it. And I was like, dude, you don't need to be intimidated by it. And I just, kind of held his hand a little bit, and we walked through it. And now he got, an extra $500 that he didn't know that he was going to get, So, all's well that ends well.
Definitely.
Which goes to my whole philosophy of, like, bringing things back from the dead.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of a mentality I wish we'd have more of. Like, we used to have a fix it, repair it kind of thing. Now it's like, oh, it's mildly broken, but throw it out, buy a new one.
Yeah, and most things can be broken or can be fixed. And even stuff you would think that's like catastrophic damage. I mean, you'd be surprised of how easy it is to repair some things. But
Yeah. My thing is, like, look at Cuba. They got cars from the 50s that they're wired. They got basically have still going with, like, what is it, like, hangers and all that stuff. Like, it's really stunning.
Yeah, and it's like that's I like about old consoles and stuff. Bringing them back to life, and that's why I love modding old consoles. Is like to give them new life and new enjoyment and new memories. So. But anywho, let's see here. What do we got to talk about? Oh yeah, so. You were on the Twitters, the X's the other day, as you want to do.
Yes.
And
Some would say maybe too much, but we're not having that discussion right now.
Yeah. Do you need to see a therapist? No.
I mean, actually, I am seeing a therapist, but that's beside the point.
Okay. Tell him you're on X too much. Anyways, so. Got into an argument about Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, this argument has been brought up a bunch of times, and it seems to have been like intensifying as the game gets closer to, I don't know, something.
As it gets closer to the supposed date that it's not releasing. So like. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have Grand Theft Auto 6, which they estimate it's going to be $100 game, right? So
well, they want it to be.
They want it to be $100 game, and the justification is because it's so big and they worked on it and everything.
Here's my prediction. Here's what I think is going to happen. In the lead up to the release. They're gonna have like $150 collector's edition that lets you play it for like a few days, a week early. And people will pay that because they can play GTA 5 a few days early. I think that's stupid, but I understand there's an appeal for that.
There's an appeal for that, and plus you got I know like streamers, VTubers and stuff like that would probably pay for that.
Yeah,
so they can like have
lots of people would. Like, I don't agree with it, I don't like it, but there's a logic to it. I'll admit that.
Yeah. Now, and I can see the appeal for like someone who's like streaming and stuff.
Yeah.
You definitely build an audience when the game hasn't been out yet. Yeah. Now for the average Joe, I wouldn't give a shit to pay. I'm not going to pay $100 to play it early. Screw that.
No.
But if I had a channel and be like, hey guys, if I'm trying to, yeah, that'd be perfect. Channel, $100 to help boost your channel up. Hell yeah. So, anyways, the justification is because it's going to be this big game and everything, and it's a AAA title, and my thing is, so what? Because we have, like, my point was that GTA 5 made more money to me. I think it made more money after the initial sales.
That's because you're completely correct. It was online.
Yeah.
The reason it made like $2 billion something dollars was online. Like, yes, the game itself was successful. Let's not.
Oh yeah.
That made the money.
It was the online that made the money because people would buy those shark cards to give themselves fake money. They would use real money to give themselves fake money, and or in-game money.
If you're smart, you wait for a cheater to drop money. But that's the point.
Yeah, but yeah. So but your average person would buy these shark cards, these bank cards for the game, and you would have money and you could spend it on whatever in the game, and that's where they made all this shit ton of money, and that's why it took them forever to come out with the 6 because they were like, why should we? The mentality they had for the longest time was, why work on another game when this one's making money for us right now, right?
Yeah.
And that is such a corporate asshole view. All right, like that is someone who is not passionate about games whatsoever.
No.
Said that. That was an asshole who just wants money. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be in it for the money. Yes, you should actually be in it for the money, but there should be a passion behind it. I remember when gaming was like this, just like this passionate hobby that people had. The developers had.
Well,
people did it because they wanted to do it.
He talked about how game dev is filled with a bunch of people who actively hate the very gamers they're making games for. Like
that's another thing too.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris goes on and on about this. He's a former game dev himself.
Yeah.
Like he'd be like at like an Ubisoft. Oh gosh darn! I fell for the same thing. He'd be at like an Ubisoft adjacent studio. I don't want to say the guy worked for Ubisoft because he actually didn't.
Yeah.
I try to be at least somewhat accurate here. But he'd be talking about how he'd be at the studio, and like these people would be like, "Oh, I hate gamers." Meanwhile, they're working on an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, it's just like, and I know, and don't get me wrong.
It's the reason why you see so much like glazing of The Last of Us. The Last of Us is a game made for non-gamers.
Oh yeah. Well, that goes in the whole argument about PlayStation. PlayStation makes a lot of games for non-gamers.
They have a certain style.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do we call the Uncharted formula? Exactly.
And I actually like Uncharted. The problem is Uncharted was made with passion. That's a problem.
But yeah, now it seems like it seems like anytime now we get a AAA game, it's like, look, see, we still make single-player campaigns, and it's just an Uncharted clone.
Even games that aren't Uncharted still have that style, like Spider-Man. It's a good game, the 2018 one, anyway. And it still has those walking sections where people talking.
Yeah, walking sections.
And there's always that mandatory drug sequence.
And all the wall climbing with the ledges and stuff.
Well, it's a Spider-Man game.
Well, no, I mean Uncharted.
And even other studios kind of mimic the style, like Tomb Raider. I like the Survivor trilogy, but let's not pretend it's basically doing the Uncharted thing.
Yeah.
I actually think Tomb Raider has better combat than Uncharted, but that's neither here nor there.
But yeah, so it's just like, and don't get me wrong though, we gamers can be insufferable at times. I understand.
Very much so.
Very much so. Yes, I can be, because I believe me. I know I can be. as someone who is very insufferable most of the time. but like,
No,
but like,
I'm a perfect angel. I'm not an asshole in the slightest.
yeah.
You can't see it, but my nose is grew.
Yeah. But anyways, like, I gotta say we can be insufferable. But the thing is, like, you know, yeah, you get it kind of goes back with like people making these television shows and movies. They're making it for people they hate, and so they make it bad.
Yeah,
It's
to
just
quote
like
unquote own the chuds or whatever bull crap.
on the chuds or whatever the current term is, but
Yeah, like
current
whenever,
date term.
whenever I'm like they're doing an adaptation, they're like, oh, we actively avoided the games. Like, well, like, oh, we told our actors not to play the games. Like, say what you will about Fallout, but they actively embrace the games. The actors talked about playing the games for research. They talked about all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
this is why I do give some leeway to Fallout, because it's like, is Fallout the greatest like show ever? No, but they tried, and I want to give them some slack.
Yeah, I'd rather you try and fail than just not try at all and fail.
Like, I think
But
Fallout,
like,
the Fallout show at least nailed like the look and feel of it. I think some of the
oh yeah,
some,
the aesthetic is great. The aesthetic
like,
is great.
and just like the feel of it. Like, I've seen some people like do edits where like they like put like some gameplay over it, like VATs or like story checks, and it just looks like it's so cool.
Yeah, but like,
The problem with
but
the Fallout is they fell into this. Oh, hey Orthodox, how you doing, buddy? They fell into like this the modern interpretation of Fallout is capitalism bad.
oh, that's terrible. That's such a shitty take.
Oh! It's like that's not even the worst thing ever. So I think it was like Tim Kaine, one of the original creators of Fallout. Okay. This is like this is like Stan Lee commenting on something. Okay.
Okay.
It was like a subreddit, like the Fallout subreddit, and he's like, they're talking about, oh, the series is about capitalism, and he's like, actually no, it's about like war and how war never changes. They banned him from the Fallout subreddit. Tim Kaine, one of the co-creators, like that would be like asking a question about Spider-Man, and Stan Lee pops up, and then they ban Stan Lee from the subreddit.
That's like Gen Con banning Gary Gygax.
Oh God! Like I started this. Do you know how much I sacrificed? Sorry,
Yeah.
I can help it.
Yeah. We choose Barabbas. That's basically what it is. And but like, yeah, so it's like getting back to like the the game pricing thing. Like if they do the same thing, if they do an online version of it, they're gonna make their money back. Honestly, they're good if they put it down at a $60. Here's the thing.
It'll be $70.
Here's the thing. If it's $70, that's kind of
God. I'm doing terrible.
That kind of annoys me, but it doesn't annoy me much as $100. $70 to say like, okay, we raised it up higher because again, it's all this good shit that they talk about.
Well,
okay, maybe
it always boils down to like one of 3 or 4 excuses. Obviously you get the "you poor," but I'm not going to count that because that's just hyperbole. It is inflation, they always put on inflations. It is like the prices of game devs, or the price of game development is getting higher, and look at this circular for 1993. Look how expensive those Super Nintendo games were. It's always
some Super Nintendo games, not all of them. Some, yeah, some are more expensive. But
the thing that I always love is every time they do that, they conveniently forget to show the PlayStation prices around that same time, because PlayStation games were consistently between $45 and $60.
No, usually $49.99. Usually, that was the benchmark.
Some got
You
to
know.
60, some were 45.
And then it's gradual. But here's the thing: it's gradually gone to 60, and we were okay with it. And if it gradually goes to 70, again, I don't like it, but you can make a better argument for it than
Well,
$100.
the thing is, they were
Just
60.
just like
They've been 60 roughly since the PS2 era, and then all of a sudden raised
exactly.
it to 70. I didn't like it, but you could kind of live with it. But now they're
Yeah.
trying to like make an argument for it to be 70. Like, so it went
Yeah.
from 60 to 70. It sucks. I hate it, but I can maybe put up with it. Like, you can make a justification for it. But then like going to 100, it's just pure greed. And the reason why,
Yeah.
the reason why they want GTA to be 100 is because you can make the argument for GTA to be 100. But if GTA is 100, then all the other game developers be like, oh, my box petting simulator is $100 because that's the industry trends now.
Yeah. Yeah. It should be the exception, not the rule. And like I was saying, like Tears of the Kingdom, when that came out, that was $70. And I really did not want to pay that much for it, but I did because I was like,
pre-order that was partially paid off, and GameStop
Yeah.
kind of screwed me over. Basically, their policy was if your pre-order was paid off, then you got it for 60. If it wasn't paid off, looks like you'll have to pay another $10. So I canceled it.
oh wow.
And I'm just gonna say this: after doing a playthrough of it on stream, I'm actually glad because I don't like Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think it's great. I think it's great, but anyways,
I think
that's
it's-
here
I
to
think
there.
it's- I don't.
Yeah. But anywho, yes, I'm just saying like it's garbage.
Fair enough, but continue, please. You're saying, Caster?
Give me a second.
So what I liked about like the PS2 era, like the PS1 era games is they definitely gave you a lot of different experiences in your games, and I like that.
The thing that clued me in was, of course, Scooby-Doo: Night of 100 Frights. Seeing that at like a, I don't know, Blockbuster or movie gallery or something or other, that was the moment I was like, oh, they made a sequel to the PlayStation. Okay. I mean, I was growing up just using Windows, so I was a little outside the console market.
Fair enough.
And with
Again.
little to no internet.
Again,
I was using
people
Windows
don't-
98, okay?
People don't knock.
Oh, your
Maybe
it was
are your
Windows
minions
10
being
by
proof
then.
again? Oh, we got a comment in the chat. Can one of you guys read it, please?
I beat Onimusha Warlords again today, but on Steam this time.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I think they're doing the remake for that.
Alright, let's see here. Speaking of bringing things back from the dead, what if it was dead? Oh, Pokemon. Yeah, okay, that's funny.
Oh, what about Pokemon?
Basically, you're taking Pokemon, and you're like, what if they were dead? And you take it like when a Pokemon becomes a ghost type.
What is this like? What is this, a mid 2000s Pokemon Theory YouTube channel?
I don't know, but
I'm
that's
sorry,
what that's what.
I don't know if you got the joke.
Oh no, that's what Lovesbirds put in the Discord.
Oh. I'm just like it was more of a comment on like a lot of those YouTube, like YouTube channels like let's do an overly dark theory for no freaking reason.
Yeah, and that's just a theory, a game theory.
Oh my god.
Thanks for shilling.
Like I did watch some of his content. The thing that turned me off to game theory was one of his film theory videos he was doing on the Matrix. What pissed me off is like he's like Neo might not be the one. Like he completely missed the fact that like a key plot point of the first Matrix movie was Trinity's love is the thing that made him the one. Like it's like a key part of the climax, and he completely ignored that.
Mm-hmm.
And that just pissed me off. It's like it's just blatantly, you know, like oh I have a theory and I'm trying to like you know kind of thing. When it's like a key part of the finale of the first movie.
I have a confession.
Be careful.
I
have the ban button ready.
Yeah, I have a Matt Pat confession.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Yeah. No. I do think that he's made good content on his channels and stuff. I just can't stand him.
Yeah, he's got that kind of like insufferable like hype. Like,
He's a
like trying hard to be liked.
He was a teacher's pet. 100%. 100%. He was in the Glee Club.
I mean, half those idiots were. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, he was definitely a teacher's pet kind of kid. He was that kid you just like, man. I'd like to just throw wad of gum at his face.
I had some people actually doing his face.
Yeah. He was like that really insufferable straight A student. Always brought his lunch.
Yeah.
Always brought his lunch, and it always had like never had like actual like normal kid lunch stuff. It was always like, you know, sardines and crackers.
It's like, oh, my mother sent me this today.
Yeah. I had a kid like that. He was in elementary. He was kind of insufferable. He had come from like a rich background. For some reason, he had to have like, you know, I don't know. For some reason, like it was more sophisticated to eat sardines out of a can with crackers than it was to eat like, you know, triangular pizza at school. I don't know.
I mean,
anyways,
at one point lobster was considered poison food.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. They used to use it as fertilizer. Can you believe that?
Yeah, like literally, and this is like a recent thing. Like we're talking like 1800s. Like you know, like going to a house and finding lobster cans that was a sign of like oh they pour.
Yeah. Now you're paying $200 for the damn thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Orthodox Monk says it's the updated version that released in 2019, and Onimusha 2's Samurai Destiny Remaster is coming out this May. Onimusha Warlords is short. I beat it in 4 hours. His Chrono Trigger video, and then it has like an O face.
Oh, what did he do?
I don't know. Apparently, Matt Pat made a Chrono Trigger video. Yeah.
Oh god dang it! I had 4 of them down. All right, we're doing something else.
Could you elaborate on that a little bit? Because I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh god. I stopped watching him a while ago, so I wouldn't know.
Well, I'm asking Orthodox Monks if they would type it in the chat, like just be a little bit more, you know, like if he did something like really weird, like type it in the chat, like.
All right.
Something like crazy, he said.
All right, so chat, don't forget if you have any game suggestions, let me know. So I pretty much have all the 2D systems on here, and I select from like PlayStation, Dreamcast, and whatnot. So if you want me to play any games, let me know. Caster, pick me a game.
Um, Onimusha Warlords now. No. Um, oh, I don't know. What about a good beat 'em up?
Okay.
You got Turtles in Time?
I do actually.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. That'll work.
Actually, I think I have that in my favorites. So let me just scroll over here.
Damn right, better be your favorites.
All
But
right.
you know what, I don't think I've ever played Onimusha, like any of them,
I don't think I have either, honestly.
and that's not because I don't. It's not because I don't have anything against them. It's just I don't think I ever just. I don't think I ever just did. They looked cool. I don't know. Just never got around. Maybe that's something I need to do.
Perhaps, yeah.
I know it had what I know they did like a thing where they had like Renee oh, I can't remember his name. He's like the French actor. He played the professional with
Jean Reno.
yeah, that guy. Yeah, they had him in a game one time. I remember that. That was kind of cool.
I think I remember that.
But
Yeah.
but that's the extent of my
Didn't they make like an Onimusha tactics game for the GBA?
Really.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Hmm. Oh, we had a big win yesterday.
Oh, really? What was it?
I won a big waffle yesterday, or a raffle, whatever you
You
want to
run
call
a big waffle? Oh, lug head. You got lug attention now.
it. Yeah.
More.
No, but I ended up winning a complete in box 32X.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, wow. I was like, oh, yeah, I was really it was like $35 an entry fee, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna go big or go home this time, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did because I was like, holy crap! I was like, my name popped up last, and I was like, it was last man standing, and I was like, oh my
Oh,
god!
that's even
And
more. Like that's just not like
yeah,
like you got luck. Like it's not like getting lucky once. That's getting lucky like what 3 or 4 or 5 times or something.
well, yeah, it's like, well, you have like 10 names on a wheel, and you spin it, and every person that it lands on gets eliminated from the wheel. Yeah, so if you only have one, if you have like one spot, that actually is more beneficial than having multiple spots.
Really?
But it sucks. But it sucks though if you're so unlucky that you get eliminated right off the bat, then it's like, well, one of those shit.
All right. Well, save you some time. But Orthodox he's clearing up some stuff for us.
Yeah, he said Game Theory Chrono Trigger from August 8th, 2013. Okay, so it's quite a while ago. He just I gotta I don't have my glasses with me, so I gotta like squint here. He just pointed out that Chrono is a Christ figure going through many situations of Christ and many parallels from the Bible.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
See, this is the problem I have with Matt. Is Matt basically he has an idea for a theory, and then he looks for stuff to support it. And when theory should be the other way around.
Yeah, it should be. Even the final boss comes into the world crashing like the star Wormwood, and has Lady in Purple on his back, which is the Revelation stuff.
Oh, if you want to talk about theories, if I ever want to piss off the Earthbound fans, I just say, Gygus is an abortion!
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Even Lug knows. Even Lug knows.
Yeah, I know. We all know.
Because like that is like an easy way to have any Earthbound fan like just start frothing.
Yeah. Oh man, I tell you what, yeah, the mid like 2010 to like you know 2020, I guess I'm gonna say that whole decade right there. Man, that was just theory channel after theory channel after theory channel after theory channel. It was just like my God, that was the thing. It was like
I mean,
that and
YouTube just goes off a trend. Like, you don't remember
yeah.
the late 2000s, early 2010s when vlog channels were like the thing. I remember that time. I
Oh
followed
yeah.
a couple vlog channels. Like, everyone was vlogging back then. I think I did some
Yeah.
vlogs, whatever.
And
Um,
then every failed film critic student or film school student basically went to
Chris
YouTube and started
Stuckman.
their
Chris Stuckman.
and they all went and started their own uh like review channels.
The thing that always made me
And
hilarious is like, oh, all these movies suck, and then they inevitably would do a let's fix X, and it would just be like the worst kind of tripe imaginable.
well, and that's the one thing I've learned. Like when you, a lot of these people who do these like movie reaction or not really so much reaction, but like movie review channels and stuff. Uh, I've noticed a lot of them are basically film students, and I'm just like,
Well, same
wow,
thing
did you
about
just?
James Rolfe, but like,
Yeah.
James Rolfe is actually a pretty decent filmmaker. Like, if you watch his videos, like, that's why I think James Rolfe actually, because, like, you know,
Well,
and
well,
the
and that's the thing
nostalgia
is,
critic can, like, a nostalgia critic can be funny when he wants to be.
yeah,
Like, you go
yeah,
back and look at some of the old nostalgia critic reviews, some of them are actually kind of legit funny.
yeah. But what the thing is like but Doug Walker
God, I
and
suck at this
James
game.
Rolfe, Doug Walker and James Wolfe, those are the kind of guys that kind of like started that trend, basically, or they're the ones who like got really big at it, and then it was just like a tidal wave of every Joe Schmo. That was the thing. It's kind of like when we have like reaction channels. We started doing that, and all of a sudden, every channel's a reaction
Oh,
channel.
dude.
You
Like, do
know?
you remember the retro gaming community of like the early to mid 2010s? That was something special. Like, oh god, I was part of that. That was a special time.
Uh huh.
You don't remember it, do you?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. All right, what's Orthodox got for us?
Because Lavos is the final boss, by the way. Oh, well, yeah, I know that. Yeah. But do you guys remember the Happy Video Game Nerd?
Oh,
Oh,
Uh,
that
oh, he's
sounds
still around.
familiar.
Yeah, he's still
yeah.
around. Yeah, stop skeletons from fighting. That's the channel he's under now.
Oh, wait, those are the same guy?
Yeah, it's the same guy. Um, I do watch his stuff. He's pretty good. The problem, like, I think one thing that kind of turned me off is his girlfriend is like his producer kind of thing, and they did a video about like the composer for like the music of Dragon Quest, and it was like kind of cringe. Um, like what part of the video is like, oh, by the way, did you
Oh
know he actually might
no.
be low key racist? Like, she just like threw that in there, like yeah, she hasn't done a video since. But yeah, stop skeletons from fighting. That's that's them. His videos are
Yeah.
okay. They're entertaining.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
it's
There's only a few like
all right.
channels like
I
I
warn
watch like
you,
that. Like,
I'm going to suck at this game, but I just won't play it. Oh!
Ow.
All right, Lug. Can you read Orthodox comment?
Let's see, he did the cool Splatterhouse video, going through all the games.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, some of my favorites from the early 2010s were Game Chasers were my favorite. I still have some of their DVDs. Yeah, they're sitting on the shelf over there. I watched some Pat the NES Punk before. Yeah, Pat. Well, the thing is, as far as like the fall of Pat, it's not so much Pat, it's Ian. Casper, you know what I'm talking about?
I'm not really. I watched a few of his videos, but what exactly you talking about?
Pat the NES Punk, he has this completely unnecessary podcast, and Ian is just kind of like, he's like one of those like leftist punks that like, you know, they have like the, you know, like they're like the arrogant pricks you just want to like, it's like they didn't get shoved down a toilet enough as a kid.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I got an idea.
Yeah, but they act like oh, I'm the most awesome person ever. My shit don't stink. He's just like,
Okay.
you know, I'm just trying to figure out what
I don't know. There's something unsettling about Pat the NES Punk about his face. Just something I don't know. I can't. It's like you can't look him in the eye. I don't know.
You're trying to make a joke, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He's just I don't know. Something weird. I don't know. He kind of creeps me out a little bit, and that's coming from me, you know. Let's see here. He did a cool Splatterhouse video going through all the games. Splatterhouse 2, Capture a Monster. Let's go.
Let's see here.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be a good game to play. Splatterhouse. Splatterhouse 2's final boss is insanely hard, multiple phases, getting through the perfect positions while not trying to get hit while hitting the boss. Mm-hmm.
Splatterhouse 2.
Yeah.
All right. Blue Splatterhouse then. That works. I never actually played on the Splatterhouse.
I have this. I have this in 3.
Isn't 3 like kind of a rare game?
2 and 3 is a rare game.
Yeah, another
Oh, yeah.
that like you know 8-Bit Eric, like he's kind of he's on the drama scene kind of thing right now, but he used to be hanging out the Game Chasers a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was weird when I saw 8-Bit Eric's name pop up. Like, oh, good for him. he's still around. Okay. I don't know. This just feels kind of basic.
It is.
I want to play some Golden Axe now. God, this just. Alright, let's play some Golden Axe.
Okay, I gotta see this.
See what?
Golden Axe.
You never heard of Golden Axe?
I've heard of it.
You've never seen it?
What?
I don't think so. Sounds
Dude, that's
familiar.
that's like
yeah,
that's like a classic Genesis game.
exactly. Alright, what's the comment saying?
Let's see how far he gets. They're all rare. Number 1 is on TurboGrafx 16. Yeah, that's what sucks about it. Yeah, you have to get you with the first one. You gotta play it on TurboGrafx, which good luck. If you get far enough,
Yep, I suck.
yeah.
Oh, I activated the bomb way too early.
If you get enough on the 360 game, you unlock being able to play all 3 old games.
Oh. Yeah, this is kind of an early Genesis game too.
Oh yeah, this is like a launch title.
Oh really?
This is one of the games that they were showing off like of like, oh, look how close it is to the arcade action, and it is actually fairly close. Like, granted, this back in 1989, this would have been just absolutely mind blowing. Like, holy crap, this looks just like the arcade.
And
It
I gotta
doesn't.
say, it's like, see, I don't like Altered Beast. I never really could get into it. But I do like some Golden Axe.
Oh yeah, Golden Axe is classic. Man, Golden Axe 2 and 3 are like hard.
Oh god, they're
Oh my
double
God, they're-
team. Yeah, they're double teaming me.
Yeah, not the good time either. Oh god. Yeah, I always like playing as the dwarf.
Yeah, he has the highest attack. The woman's
Yeah.
speed, the guy's yeah, the guy's the middle ground.
But yeah, I do need to get the homebrew of this game for the 32X.
Really?
Yeah, it's Golden Axe 32X. Yeah, it basically it's a nice blend of the console version of this and the arcade. So it looks really good and
Really?
plays really great. Yeah. Yeah, this is where you just go ahead and use your magic here.
Come on, die, monster.
You do not belong in this world.
It's not by my hand that was once again given flesh. I was brought here by humans who should pay me tribute. So, question.
Answer.
So,
Where is the golden axe? That's not made out
we're
of
looking
gold.
for it. So, April 1st is coming up, and I believe that's a Tuesday. If I play a joke game, like a really bad game, for April 1st, what should I play? And chat, I'm asking you guys too. I was thinking about playing Last of Us, and like, basically the joke would be I'm positively reviewing it or whatever.
You can play that. You can play that driving bus simulator.
The what?
The bus driving simulator.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it was a game to basically it was a game that was made in response to all the moms who were terrified about the violence in video games.
And sex
So this
on
one guy was
TV.
like, yeah. So he was like, you know what? Let's make a game. Like, because he said, why can't you make a game like about stuff in real life or whatever? And so they did that. And you're a bus driver, and you're driving from like Las Vegas to like Phoenix, something like that.
Oh,
And
God.
you have to drive the entire time, and you have to make sure that you don't hit anything. And it basically is just driving forward through the desert. There's nothing to do except drive forward. There's
Oh,
nothing to
wow.
see except cactuses going by. It is the most boring game. And if you run out of gas, so you have to make sure you don't run out of gas now. If you run out of gas or you something happens, you have an accident, you will get towed all the way back to the starting line, no matter how far you went, and you have to start all over again, and you have to go like 400 miles, and it's exactly it basically it would you drive how long it would actually take you to drive in real life.
Wow.
It's a 4-hour drive, and that's what you're going to do. Yeah. So it was just like, oh yeah, it's really. Wow, look at this exciting game, Bus Driver Simulator.
I mean, busting makes me feel good.
Yeah. Oh, you're thinking of the desert bus. That's what it was. Yes, that's that desert bus. Seaman on the Dreamcast.
Oh God.
Don't you hate when that happens? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be here all week. Um,
You better be. I'm paying you.
Dang it.
Yes, I am. I'm paying you and not killing you.
You know, others are gonna be like, I'm paying you in an experience.
No, I'm paying you an exposure.
Like, yeah, exposure, like, yeah, intern, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a venue promoter.
Yeah. So you're thinking of Desert Bus? Yes, yes. I'm gonna bring that up real quick.
Okay.
Let me go through the YouTubes here. Desert Bus. Yeah, even the Angry Video Game Nerd has a video on it. Yeah, Desert Bus Sega CD playthrough, complete playthrough, 8 hours and 7 minutes.
Oh god. Wait, that actually came out. I thought that was like a PC thing.
I don't know, but here I'm gonna share it in the Discord here. Yeah, it's in the arcade version, the eye there at the bottom would be like moving around and looking.
Hmm.
Yeah, so they.
All
Right,
now that you
here we
got a
go.
chance
Here we go.
to-
Desert Bus.
Omicron the Nomad Soul. I do own it for Steam. God, I've tried to play that game so many times that I can never get it. Like, I can never understand that game, but we get so copyright stricken, because of that opening song. New Angels of Promise.
So we've gotten through with Roads of Unmerriment.
What?
That just kind of seemed like medieval Streets of Rage.
I mean, that's not too far off, let's be honest. Well, I could suck at F-Zero GX. I could definitely do that.
Oh, speaking of which, like, have you listened to Bardcore?
No.
Yes, Bardcore. It's a type of genre. Basically, you take any song and you make a medieval melody out of it, and sometimes they're bangers.
Alright. I think this is frozen. Yep, it froze.
Yeah, like somebody made the Ballad of Billie Jean, and that one's actually a really good banger. It's like, Billie Jean is not my lover.
One of my favorites
She says-
is, you know that YouTube thing where like they take a song and they put it from like minor to major key.
Yeah.
I do like those. Like, there's one where a guy did "Who Would Sing the Reason." Like, it just he turns it into like this like sad ballad, and it's just really freaking good.
If you play another one was if you play YMCA in a minor key, it sounds like DBZ villain music. I swear to God, I listened to it. I was like, oh my God, I could hear like I could hear some like classic DBZ fights going on during this.
I'm playing quote unquote the best Smash Brothers ever.
What, Brawl?
Oh.
I hate Smash Brothers.
It's fun, but like
It's the one game I just hate the most.
Melee fans are a special brand of cringe. And,
That's why I hate Smash Brothers is Melee fans. I hate it because of them. And no matter how far we go with Nintendo, it just seems like no matter how far we get along with Nintendo, Melee fans always have to have and whine and cry about having a GameCube controller for their modern system. And it's only to play Smash on. That's what's silly.
Yeah.
They're like, we want a GameCube controller for the Switch, and it's like, why? Because we want to play Smash. Screw everything
The
else.
fact that you can use a GameCube controller on a Nintendo Switch is just wild to me. Like, literally,
Yeah.
like, a GameCube controller you bought in 2004 can be used on a Switch. Like, that is...
Mhm.
Or they're still selling brand new GameCube controllers.
It's got the tank. Okay, talking about Omicron, the Nomad Soul says it's got the tank controls, but when you get into combat, it turns into an FPS, and then boss fights or Tekken-esque fights. It's such a weird and wild game. It's easier to figure out than playing Ill Bleed, and Ill Bleed's combat
Illbleed.
sequences are the worst part of the game.
God, the
I'll take your word for it, because I don't know any of that.
God, the frame rate of this is just... My computer...
Oh, that's not just my end?
No, it's,
Oh boy.
there we go.
Well, I'll share another video here in the chat so y'all can.
I'm sure if
Have
I was
some
using like
culture.
a dedicated Dolphin emulator, probably run better. The thing about RetroArch is, like for the 2D games, it's fine, but when you get into like some of the more advanced 3D ones, it tends not to be the best. You know what? Screw it. I suck at these anyway.
There we go. When you get a chance, listen to this. This actually has got a good beat to it. Pumped Up Kicks medieval version.
Oh! Already got another comment.
It's like best ye go, outrun my bow. Let's see here. You play
God,
Ill Bleed for
Blossom's got me. Like,
you play Ill Bleed for the goofy character dialogue, and that's really it. Your screen is black for Smash Bros, by the way.
yeah.
Dun dun dun.
All right. Okay. We're on to something else then.
Up that wet rog.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Let's try another GameCube game. So it's not letting me display the GameCube games for some reason. That's weird. Alright, let's do a reboot. Thankfully, they're really quick. Okay. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's do a PlayStation game. You know what? Screw it. Let's do Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
There we go.
Alright, Swan Station. Alright. The heck? There we go. It's working now. Alright, what we got for topics, guys?
All right, so Stan Worm and prepare for my arrival.
What?
So, who wants to talk about Invincible?
I liked it. I like season 3. Gonna be honest.
Yeah, I liked season 3. The last episode was really good. Apparently, apparently that whole little speech at the end from Conquest didn't happen in the comics,
Hmm.
where he's talking about being lonely.
Oh.
But I thought it actually added a little bit more dimensions to the character than him just being a fucking psychopath, which he is. Um, it actually made me feel a little sad for him
Mm-hmm.
because I can understand that concept. I can understand what he was talking about, but that's how you. To me, that's how you do a character that, like, you can have a villain have kind of like a sad backstory or just kind of the sad thing to them, and they can still be irredeemably bad.
Yeah.
And you be like, because I think people do the whole, oh, they're bad, but they've had, like, they're the
All
sympathetic
right. Wait, wait,
villain.
wait. Die, monster. You don't belong in this world.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Not by my hand. I was once again given flesh. I was brought here by humans who wish to pay me tribute. Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves. Perhaps the same could be said of all religions. Words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you. It is a man. A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you. Sorry, I'm sorry. That deserved, like, you know.
Yeah,
But Orthodox. Um, we actually did Night Trap last Halloween. We actually played through the whole game. So if you want a Night
Yeah.
Trap playthrough, it's on the YouTube channel.
yeah.
That was actually really
Was
funny.
it?
Once we got into the rhythm, were you there?
No, I wasn't there.
Yeah, I think it was just like me, Nix, and Jared. Nix was the MVP, of course. Yeah, that was. What? I'm going for respect for my teammates. But yeah, Symphony Night is
But
one
yeah.
of my favorite games of all time.
Oh yeah, Symphony Nights is such a great game.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I was saying, like I I think a lot of people actually fail the sympathetic villain, or they do it too much. Because like it's good to have a villain who's just a villain, who they're just an asshole.
Well, the problem is
And
a lot of modern writers, they write a villain as a protagonist, or like the protagonist is a villain kind of thing.
exactly, and so, like, so with Conquest, yeah, it was kind of, I understood exactly what he was talking about, exactly about his whole thing about being lonely and
Like,
not having, wishing there was more to his life than that. But at the same time, then he was like, take it to your grave. Like, basically, he got to get that off his chest, and then it was like, but I'm still not going to do anything to help my situation. I'm still going to do exactly what I do because deep down, even though I'm lonely, I'm still a fucking psychopath.
let me give an example. My favorite
You know.
villain of all time is Magneto, okay? Who is probably the archetype for a sympathetic villain, alright? The dude's a Holocaust survivor, and yet he becomes the very thing he fights against. I love him
Yeah.
because he's the bullied that becomes a bully, you know?
Yeah,
The victim
Yeah.
that becomes it's like cycle of abuse. There's so many different
Yeah.
layers to him. And
Yeah.
and yes, he's sympathetic, but he's still an evil bastard.
oh, he is an evil bastard, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can still be an evil bastard, even though you could be like, okay, I saw what made them become a villain, but even still, you could be like, okay, well,
And the other thing is, yes, Magneto is right about some things. That doesn't mean what he's doing is right though.
Mhm.
Like
Oh yeah,
like that's why I know it's like they've kind of like retroactively applied like the Malcolm X Martin Luther King dynamic, but I actually think it kind of works with Magneto and Charles Xavier, because like Xavier is the Martin Luther King and Magneto's the Malcolm X, and I think it does actually work.
Yeah, because he's a little more militant. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I appreciated, I kind of like that dynamic, how they gave that, and then, like I said, that was not from the comics, so they kind of gave him that little bit, but it didn't take away from him being, who he was. I thought it really added a little bit more to the character.
Yeah, like people tend to like gloss over the X-Men movies, the early 2000s. I think because they can't stand the dichotomy of like Bryan Singer, he's gay, but he's also he likes the kids, so like they can't really reconcile with that. But like when he, some of the stuff he put in the movies, like kill me, they'll put a number on your forehead,
Yeah.
I like his experience like as a Holocaust survivor, informing how he acts, and I think that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. And then
virtual highlight for the Sega Saturn. I mean, maybe. I could probably run it out from the YouTube. I just want like an infamously bad game. Like, yeah, I could do ET for the Atari, but that's like 20 minutes tops. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really do a whole stream of that game,
Yeah. But we're still open to ideas, so yeah.
Yeah.
And then
bad game, like yeah, I could play Shaq Fu, but like that's another like.
Oh yeah.
I maybe get like a half hour out of that game.
Yeah. You can play Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
That has been getting streamed a lot.
Yeah, it's because of the South Park meme, I think. Like, I actually saw shorts of people, like, with that. It's kind of funny. I'm playing Hello Kitty on Adventure.
Yeah, it's like, Butters, I thought you should your computer. I do. I just play Hello Kitty on Adventure. Oh, boy. But yeah, like, oh, yeah, and then the part with, Adam and Eve getting torn up. Oh my god.
Yeah.
When she got hit in the mouth, I was like, oh my god, she just got Sean Connery into oblivion. And I'm gonna say it took me about 2 rewatches to realize what I was looking at. Okay, so you know the part where like Cecil runs down there and he's talking about like wanting the Reanimin if they're ready or whatever.
Yeah.
And he starts bitching to Sinclair about it. I did not realize. I thought those were just like newer versions, which they were, but I didn't realize that those are actually the dead marks from the Invincible War. Because when he said it's like, he goes, their muscles are so dense it's like cutting through rock. I was like, I was just like, what is he talking about? Like, that's what it's gonna be like. And then later on I realized, because one of them is actually wearing like still wearing like a costume that looks similar to Invincible, like our mark. And when I seen it, I was like, oh, because there was a couple they did kill. I think it was like 4 or 5 of them they did kill. And I was like, oh, so they're turning, so they're going to have a couple of Reanimen who are going to be like, Viltrumites, basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit, that's going to be a game changer. Holy shit.
Yeah, like, I actually do like Cecil. He's
okay, this is where we're going to get into a big discussion, because I want to talk about Cecil.
Like, he's a rat bastard, don't get me wrong. But, like, you understand why he does what he does. Like, I don't agree with what he does sometimes, but I totally get why he does it.
I like Cecil, and I understand where he's coming from. because he has to deal with this shit on the regular. Like my hair would be coming out in gray too if I had to deal with the shit that he's dealing with. But the thing is, early in the season, when Cecil and Mark had their falling out, like their huge falling out where they're fighting each other,
Yeah.
I honestly thought that was Cecil's fault. Cecil was at fault there because one, Mark came looking for answers, and Cecil kept blowing him off like he always does. Cecil could have like set him down and talked to him, but Cecil was just pretty much like, I don't feel like explaining myself to you.
Yeah.
Which what Cecil's doing is fucked up. I understand why he's doing it. It's still fucked up that he's high. It's fucked up that he has a serial killer and who was the other guy he was pissed off at?
The Batman clone guy.
The Batman clone. Yeah, Nightwing or was it Nighthawk? Is it Nighthawk or Nightwing?
It was a Batman.
Yeah, Batman clone. He's pissed off that both of them, who are both murderers, which understandably, yeah, okay, but at the same time, he's like, basically, I'm putting them to good use. It would be a waste of their talents not to use what they can do for the benefit of mankind. I understand that, and he should have explained that a little bit better to Mark, because Mark is a bit over emotional. Which is kind of an understatement, but he's a bit over emotional, and he should have like sat down and kind of explained that a little bit better to Mark, but he didn't. And then when they got into the White Room, he kept telling him, he's like, you need to calm the fuck down. And the thing was, Mark was not being threatening at all. It was Cecil who basically I thought was being threatening at first. And
but the thing where Cecil really crossed the line for me was installing that thing in his neck is way over the line.
That's the part that I'm like, no, Cecil was in the wrong, because he's trying to build up trust with Mark.
Like, I can understand the defenses in the Capitol. Like, you want to have those sound things in the Pentagon? Okay, that's one thing. But like violating Mark's person like that is.
Yeah, that was a violation of his person, and if he because the sound stuff works on its own, as we found out, but to put him on that puts him on a leash, and that's not what you're doing when you're trying to build trust with somebody,
especially somebody like Invincible, who's kind of your only hope.
Your only hope, and he is being kind of flaky at the moment. I understand, but you're trying to build trust with him, and yeah, you shouldn't have done that. That was where the line was crossed, and of course Cecil doesn't see it that way, and so I thought Cecil was completely in the wrong, and Mark was completely justified. I would have done the same thing. I would have grabbed that motherfucker by the neck too, and been like, "Don't you ever fucking talk to me that way again." When he
it lost Cecil the Guardians. He basically fractured the Guardians of the Globe.
It did, because they saw who he was and what he was willing to do, and they were like, "Fuck that shit."
It could be them. Today it's Mark.
It could be them. It could be them. Yeah. Like, what's to say that they don't get shit put in their fucking necks? They get Amanda Wallered, and they get like bombs in their necks or some shit.
That is such a great analogy, actually.
Yeah.
Getting Amanda Waller.
He's a more likable Amanda Waller. That's what Cecil is.
Yeah.
I can't stand him. Amanda Waller is such a bitch.
I mean, I don't know. Like, there's certain moments that moment in Justice League Unlimited where like Batman catches her like right out of the shower. It's like, "Oh, I caught you in one of your most vulnerable moments. What are you gonna do?" And she literally gets Batman to walk back down while she's in her freaking towel. It's like, that's like really cool.
Yeah, exactly. So but what's to stop them? What's stop Cecil from putting shit in their necks? It's just So yeah, like I said, it lost him the Guardians. He lost more because of his inability to trust others. Um, because it's a two-way street when you're trying to build trust, and they have to be able to trust you as you have to be able to trust them. And Cecil just said, "No, when he does that, he says, I do not trust you." You know, um, and I can understand because Cecil is scared, and I would be scared too if I have super powered people all over the damn planet. Can easily destroy the Darkwing. Yeah, thank you. That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have all these super powered people, running around fucking things up. Every day. It seems.
Yeah.
I can understand. Especially especially since in Invincible people die like on a whim. It seems like the wind blows the wrong direction and someone's getting decapitated.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Torn to shreds.
Yamcha died again this week. Dang it.
Yeah.
And their eyes go everywhere.
Oh yeah. Oh man, and holy crap! That whole thing where the parallel between Mark's fight with his dad and Conquest, where he's just shoving him into people.
Yeah.
And oh man, that kid for that split second, holy shit! That's what made me. That actually shocked me.
Yeah, oh god, they were like half a second away from actually doing that, going there.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. Yeah, it actually made me go, holy shit!
Yeah, because the kid, he actually had some good character development this season.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the kid who got his arm blown off.
Oh, which one?
The random kid, as he's going through the city and people are just getting exploded.
And that kid got lucky because a lot of those people just got vaporized.
Vaporized, yeah. But that kid, I was like, that you see a kid holding his parent's hand, and next thing you know, it's like, there's no arm there, and I was like, oh shit.
That kid is traumatized for life.
Oh my god, hell yeah.
But no monotherapy is gonna cure that kid.
But I'm glad Mark is actually fighting back, because I tell you what, man, it is exhausting watching your protagonist get his ass whooped every damn fight.
Well, the problem is it's kind of a reactionary thing to a protagonist, he's too powerful, he wins every week,
Yeah. I know, but it's still, it's like every fight he ends up in the hospital. It's just for once I like to see him have somewhat of an even fight with somebody.
Yeah.
Giving as good as he did. Now I think in this one he did give as good as he got.
Yeah, and that's against Conquest. That's a top tier villain too. So that's
that's like one of the most powerful Viltrumites.
That's
so
going up against Doomsday and surviving.
Yeah. Of course, again, he had a lot of help with Adam Eve there, blowing his whole skin off.
Yeah, that was.
Because I was like, yeah. Well, see, that's another thing of what makes Viltrumites so damn strong is their skin is just, there's very few things that can break their skin. So once you got the skin exposed, their muscles are still strong as steel cores, but still, at least you can get to them now.
What's Black Paper for us?
Non-comic people aren't ready. Oh, I bet you we're not ready. I'm a non-comic person when it comes to Invincible.
I have
everything I know is from the show, so
I have some awareness, like for the fact that the end scene, the puddle and whatnot. I know we're about to get Thick Eve. I know that.
Oh man, I'd love to see some Thick Eve.
Oh yes, my girl's about to have some cake and eat it too.
Yeah. See, Castor likes his women like he likes his chicken with a little bit of fat on the end.
So let me ask you then: thighs or breasts?
Oh, thighs. Once in a while.
Oh gosh.
I mean, both are good. Don't get me wrong; both are great. But I like nibbling on one more just more than the other.
God. I so wish I could bonk you right now so bad.
Yeah, but she's not here, is she?
No. Bonk. There, I did it.
But anywho,
Yeah. Also,
And-
like,
and
just
that-
based off the gameplay, you can tell, okay, he's played this game before.
yeah.
I love this game so much.
I'm trying to think what else happened in that episode. Then we had we had the funeral for Rex, which was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty well done.
Pretty well done. With the kind of like little teaser that Rudy changed his name to Rex.
Yeah.
You know, and then trying to think what else happened in that episode.
We got like
And
some
then-
teases for stuff that I have no clue about, but Comic Fan probably do.
We got
You want to talk
we got
about
teaser-
the nudity nude scene?
in a second.
Okay.
I'm talk about some of the other stuff that happened in there before we get into that, because that's like a whole discussion.
Okay.
So I was gonna say we got honestly, okay, I'm not a comic book reader when it comes to Invincible, which I kind of want to find an omnibus or something and
I mean, there's a
get
couple
caught
of them.
up.
I think they kind of like condensed it into like 3 volumes.
Yeah, I'm thinking about buying something like that because I'm kind of interested in reading the comic now.
Garrett keeps telling me we need to review Invincible for Comics Watch. We'll probably do that around season 4, I think.
But I tell you what, oh my god, I was really holding my breath for Oliver. I was like, please don't kill him. Please don't kill him.
Like, he's
Please don't
finally
kill
starting-
him.
The dude's finally starting to chill out.
Yeah. Like he got punched and all his teeth come out of his mouth. I was like, "Oh, Oliver. Oh boy." And then when he started like slowly stretching him, I was like, "Please, Jesus Christ, please don't let him."
Yeah,
Please don't let him get
they dragged that out. Like you could hear like his body start to crunch. Like,
Oh yeah.
they went right up to the line with that one.
Oh yeah, they got right up to it. And I was just like, "Oh, hold my breath." I was like, "Oh, please don't."
It also another like hilarious thing. So
Yeah.
Conquest is voiced by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, aka Negan.
Yep.
And do you know who voices Invincible?
Mhm.
Glenn.
Mhm.
Like, I guarantee you, like that was crossing their minds when they casted Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
And they're both comics from Kirkman too, aren't they?
Yeah,
So
there's that. Yeah.
kind of a Kurtman universe kind of thing, multiverse.
Oh well, that's the other
Um,
thing is, so the Invincible War actually had a lot of different cameos. Like that was supposed to be like a cameo of a lot of the Image characters. Like Spawn appeared, Savage Dragon, but they couldn't do
Yeah,
it
we-
with the
we-
rights issues.
Yeah, we kind of touched upon that last week about that. Yeah, but they couldn't have some of them because of copyright issues. Yeah, some people might have movie rights or television rights, and
Yeah, they got Tech Jacket,
yeah.
which I didn't know who they were, and I still don't. So whatever.
Mhm. Apparently he's a character for Image, but anyways, Oliver getting nearly killed was man, that almost had me. And then so some of the things we got going into season 4 is we have the Martians have finally landed. They're underground and they're taking people slowly. So that's going to be horrific.
Yeah, basically
So,
kind of like a Starro kind of thing.
It's going to be a Starro thing, and it's going to be horrific because we're going to have all the, that's going to be a lot of dead people, and then we have what else did they sneak peek? Battle Beast being frozen in hibernation.
The Damien
they-
Darkblood.
Yeah. Now, from what I understand about Damien Darkblood is that that whole end credit sequence is not in the comics.
Yeah.
Um,
I think they
that's
just.
something for
I think they just wanted to
that's
bring
for the
back.
show.
I think they just wanted to bring back Ron Perlman.
Yeah. So what I think they did is, I think they're gonna have like a plot for season 4 or maybe next the season 5 or whatever. But they're gonna have a thing with the whole Damien Darkblood or whatever, and that's going to be for the show only. So that might be filler,
I think they
maybe.
did.
I don't know.
I think they actually did say season 4 will have kind of like an original storyline.
Original storyline. So yeah, a way to extend it a little bit. You know, give it an original storyline. Filler.
See, my
You know.
problem is with Invincible is like they have like these major plot lines, and they just condense like stuff that could take an entire season, but they just condense it to like one episode.
hmm
Like the Serpent
So-
Society stuff should have been like a full season. That was like what, 2 episodes?
Yeah.
Lizard
So-
League, sorry.
Yeah. Lizard League. Mark and Spider-Man and the Avengers, or Mark met Spider-Man and the Avengers. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
a big crossover event.
yeah, that's where the Agent Spider thing came in. Because they couldn't have Spider-Man, so they like created Agent Spider, and they got like one of the old Spider-Man voice actors to come in. So it's like, okay, cool.
hmm And then
Also, like, did you know that for Spider-Man the Animated Series, the guy who voiced Spider-Man was also the voice of Eric in The Little Mermaid?
yeah.
I didn't know that
Yeah,
until like recently. That blew my mind.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine him at con. Like, he's both Spider-Man and Prince Eric. The guy's got like
Mhm.
like that. Oh god,
Uh huh.
gotta be a bit more careful with my resources.
But so we got all that leading into season 4. So I'm really excited. So yeah, Battle Beast was there, so he's still alive. He's voiced by Michael Dorn, isn't he?
Now that you say it, I think you're correct. 'Cause it
Yeah,
does- it
and
just,
that's
now I'm just thinking of Battle Beast's voice. It does sound like Michael Dorn.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
voiced by
that's
Worf.
awesome. He's voiced by Worf, you know, so that's awesome. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
And then they're so, and of course, man, he eviscerated his opponent.
For Battle Beast.
Holy shit! Oh yeah, because he was floating around in guts, and that's all we got to see was just guts floating around. And I was like, oh my god, there's nothing left of this guy. Like that he was fighting, like it's just meat. It's just meat floating around. Yeah, just meat and entrails floating around. I was like, holy shit. And like he just completely eviscerated his opponent. But like, I guess we'll get into the elephant in the room, which is so as Twitter as some
likes to
Twitter
do.
as there's a group of people I like to call Twitter tards, and I guess now they're going to be called X tards.
I guess
um,
so.
So what they've done is there's a bunch of people throwing a stink. Now you gotta understand, there's something called a normie.
Oh god, we're going into the deep lore here.
A deep lore here. There's something called a normie. And
Elaborate.
we also call them a tourist.
Well,
And
there's
in
a
the
difference between a normie and a tourist because you could have a normie who likes a property but they're kind of normie about it, but they're still respectful of it. A tourist is more of a negative connotation. Like you could be a normie and be a perfectly fine person.
Okay, so we have these things called tourists, and what a tourist does is they come into a fandom and they bitch and complain about it. Why? It's kind of like that SpongeBob meme. I hate all this stuff in this fandom. Then why did you join it? Like, like.
I believe over in China they have a term for this that they call baizo.
You know what's funny?
Yes.
Yeah. This is not a new thing. Like I remember in like the 2000s and 2010s, we called them fair weather fans.
Yeah. And so, what these tourists do, especially in anime, is they go into what they watch stuff like for instance, they'll just watch shonen anime. And shonen anime, one of the tropes of shonen anime is they have beautiful women who are at sometimes declothed, as it were. And
As
so
one
they
tends to do
will,
in a show in an anime.
as one wants to do in an
It
anime,
wants to do.
and
I love it.
as they want to do. And so, anyways, when these scenes happen, they make this noise that sounds similar to a villain on JoJo. Ari!
Also,
And then
there's our JoJo reference from the stream.
yeah, there's a JoJo reference. They make a resound, and they are
Yeah, and
they
it's
screech,
really, and the problem is,
screech.
did somebody say Screecher? Like,
Yeah,
the second time
yeah.
you said it, I was like, oh, oh god, I know what he's doing.
Yeah, the second time was with a wink. So they so they screech and they holler because they usually see the female form, right? They see a
Oh, no.
naked woman.
Not the
They see a
female
naked
form.
woman.
Oh no.
Yeah, they see a beautiful naked woman that's, scantily clothed or whatever, and they go crazy over it, okay? So, getting back to that, and they're not true fans, because true fans don't really give a shit about that, or they don't make a big fuss about it. It's their kryptonite, though. But anyways, so these tourists have also apparently come onto Invincible. And so there was a scene where Adam, Eve, and Mark are in the bedroom, and they take their clothes off, and they, proceed to maketh love, and it's the most PG-13 scene I've ever seen.
I mean, it's not even PG-13. It is PG.
Yeah.
On PG.
It's like the most naked you see is Mark, and it's just his upper torso, and her. She's always covered. You see her bare shoulders.
You don't even get any side boob. That's how bad.
And, yeah, you get maybe a little cleavage, and that's about it. I think the most naked you see, yeah, you get a little cleavage, and that's it. And it's like not even deep cleavage. You just get a little line there,
Not
and then
cleavage.
yeah, and then and then I think the most naked you see is like her back. Because they're showing her clothes, she's taking off her clothes or whatever.
Not
and it's just
back.
And it's the most tame love-making scene because they don't even love make. They just they start to kissing, and then it kind of fades to the next scene, and you're like, okay, they're making love. Whoopty shit. He's pretty much earned it after the day he's had. So, and she had. They both earned it. And it's the most PG-13 scene or PG scene ever, love scene ever, and it's just and to me, I didn't really think of it more than what it was. I thought it's just a little catty banter between the two, and they're just enjoying each other's company, and you just see how much they love each other, and now they're going to actually make love, and when they do, it tastefully cuts away, and then there you go.
Literally the most risque thing is at the end of that scene, you see that Mark's clothes are melty a little bit. Kind of implying some stuff. But,
but anyways, but other than that, that's it.
Hey,
but
Herman,
for some reason, these tourists are screaming about it, oh my god, it was so much nudity or whatever. Oh my god, it was so distasteful. And I was like, really? It's nothing. It's really a nothing burger with extra nothing.
Yeah.
And or as we like to call them, a controversy. There's nothing there.
I mean, if
and
you're
I don't.
a controversial caster, how about you read the comments?
Exactly. To a point, yeah. And then Hunter P Herman P. Hunter, the Lore Forge, says, "Yo," and he goes that part with the costume melting. Yeah, apparently that's alluding to like that she can create life.
Well, no. Well,
'Cause
no. What it is, she's pregnant.
Well, I think
in the comics,
I know.
it's revealed that when she's pregnant, her power becomes unstable, and like
Yeah.
that's why we get Thick Eve is because, like when she uses her powers, it actually takes up calories. That's why she's so skinny. So she can't. So since she can't really use her powers that much, that's why she gets, you know.
Yeah. Well, in the comics also, there's like a flower growing out of their costume.
I've never heard that one.
So it's so it's like there's like a plant or something coming out of it. So it's like that she can like her powers are getting unstable, so she can actually create sentient flesh or whatever as she calls it. It's better than the comics on that part. It was turning into a different matter, rocks and plants. Yeah, she is pregnant. Yep, so she's pregnant. Cat's out of the bag. She's pregnant.
Those swimmers, yo.
So, which is crazy because apparently it doesn't matter how much Viltrumite you are, you'll always eventually be a pureblood.
Yeah, because like the Viltrumite DNA is so strong and whatnot, you know.
Yeah, and even though that's not how genetics work, but whatever. Because
I mean, this is a show where people have like all sorts of abilities. You know,
yeah.
I think we can.
Well, see that.
Let that go.
Yeah, well, see, and here's the thing. I thought was kind of like it made me actually kind of think about this a little bit. So, we have Oliver. So, Oliver is half Thraxian, I think it is.
Yeah.
And so he's half insect person, half Viltrumite, which Viltrumites, for all intents and purposes, pretty much look like humans. And
that's why he's human, except he has.
So that's why he looks more he looks more Viltrumite than Thraxian because he's half Viltrumite. So that DNA is taken over more. So the only Thraxian is really his skin color. But I was thinking about he grows quickly because Thraxian's lives are so short. But what I got to thinking was, like what Mark's dad said was, as his powers start to develop, as Mark's powers start to develop, and he gets older, he's going to become more and more Viltrumite to the point where he's pure-blooded Viltrumite, where he'll live for 1,000 years. So I was thinking, what if that happens to Oliver, but on a much smaller scale? So instead of the Thraxians, instead of them living for only maybe a few years, he actually lives 100 years, which would be crazy to them, but not so crazy to us.
I mean, it's possible. Well, the other thing is, some species are not really suitable for Viltrumite mating, as others a Thraxian is not really a good race, but humans are perfect for the mating. So Nolan should not have impregnated that woman. That's why Oliver is lesser.
Yeah, but what I'm just saying is it'd be kind of weird that Oliver would be the longest living Thraxian, in history. Comparatively speaking, he may live for a couple hundred years, which will be ridiculous, for his species. Just like living a couple thousand years would be ridiculous to our species,
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking maybe on that level, what I'm saying is maybe his Viltrumite self will counteract his Thraxian self. One is long-lived, one is short-lived. Then they kind of chill each other out, basically.
His skin is probably eventually going to turn more regular. Eventually, I think.
What?
Hi, how you doing, sir?
Hey, welcome to the conversation.
Lug, read the comments.
See.
Just the last one.
Black Reaper Kai saying, that means, oh no, Mark will be getting, oh no, I won't say anything.
So that's interesting. So what if we have a quarter Viltrumite? The same thing, I guess. They just become pure-blooded eventually.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, actually.
It's not like I guess Saiyans or whatever. You're like, I'm a quarter Saiyan, you know.
Or like Nero in Devil May Cry, who's still 3/4 human, but for whatever reason has a glowy, scaly arm.
Hmm.
I don't understand how that works.
Because
I don't understand.
Also, do you want to talk about the Devil May Cry cartoon, whatever thing?
I've stayed away from it.
I have too.
Oh.
I actually got into an argument with Adi Shankar. Like the dude actually responded to me like a couple of times, and like, either you're pathetic or I'm really good. It's one of the two. But apparently Kevin Conroy is having a voice here for some reason. Like, how many like last acting appearances of Kevin Conroy are we gonna get? Because, like, remember when they unveiled him for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League? They marketed it as the final Kevin Conroy performance. And then, like, after the Backlash his death thing, they're like, actually, Crisis is his final performance. And now this is.
Yeah.
Now, he very well could have recorded it before he died. You know, but it just seems a little sus. Am I saying it's AI? I'm saying it might be.
Oh, really? You think they're gonna AI him?
I would not be surprised. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying I'm suspicious. Like, Adi is that much of a piece of crap to do that, in my opinion.
That's the thing is, like, I don't like studios having access to characters or actors' likenesses, because I feel like they're just going to be a slave for all eternity.
I mean, they will. Like, I get it when you have like an actor at the end of their career, like they sell like the AI rights, like what was it? The Darth Vader voice actor.
Yeah.
James
Earl Jones.
Yeah, he
Till you're 900.
Yeah, he sold his, you know, and then he passed away. And Bruce Willis did something the same. Like, he sold his AI likeness to a Chinese company.
Yeah, see, I there's something just wrong about that. I'm just like, let the actors die, let them retire, let them pass on, you know, and then let new blood come in and make new things. You know, we just can't keep this stagnant of having, like, you know, well, we have this actor on retainer for, you know, for the next 1,000 years because we have his likenesses, you know. And that's going to get into the whole, like, AI movies and stuff, you know, movies made by AI, and
yeah,
because, like, you know,
if you think like the mining of properties is bad now, like, just wait till like AI gets really, really bad.
I thought it was amazing technically, but it still didn't settle with me right about the whole, like, Peter Cushing in Rogue One.
Yeah, supposedly they had the permission of the estate, and then they probably did. But still, yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, let the man's gone, you know.
Yeah, and then you have like all these like deep fake stuff, like Miyagi appearing in like the end of Cobra Kai. It looked bad. Like I'm sorry, like we got on we got on to Tron Legacy for pulling that shit. But even like the Tron Legacy Flynn stuff looked better than a lot of these deep fakes.
Yeah. But, like, I can even kind of forgive the Princess Leia one because it was only just for a second, and it was just trying to show you that was her. Um, you know,
Yeah, and like they did a similar thing in the last movie where they had them fighting. But apparently that was like the person who actually played it was her daughter. So I'm like, okay, that's like it's her daughter playing Princess Leia. You know, I'm a little more tolerant of that kind of stuff. Oof, found a save file. Save room, cool. What's the comment saying?
Oh, there will be 2 little ones running around.
oh no.
Oh, this is why. Yep. This is why I was saving the time skip. Watch how I cheese this.
Oh man. Um.
You see how I just cheesed that?
So I have to ask the question:
Okay.
Is the new Daredevil show any good?
It's okay. It's kind of disappointing. I don't like how they teased. Oh, we brought back Foggy and Karen, and then okay, this is by this is spoilers. They kill Foggy in like the first 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then Karen, I guess she's in San Francisco, so like, she'll probably appear at the end of the series or whatever. And also they're doing like the cops using Punisher's symbol kind of thing. Like,
Okay.
You know, like how people like, oh, the cops are using Punisher's symbol. It's a rallying cry. Punisher would hate you. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So is it worth watching? I guess that's the question. Should I waste my time on it?
Wait till it's finished. Like, don't bother chasing it down every week. Wait till it's finished, and you'll probably think, it was okay.
Okay.
It's like they had like the whole White Tiger thing going on, and spoiler alert, they get him off, but then they kill him immediately, which makes me cringy because in the comics, after he died, a female White Tiger took up the mantle, and I'm concerned they're going to go in that direction.
Well, saying that the show is pretty much meh is high praise for a Marvel show.
That is true, actually.
That is actually very high praise, because oh boy, y'all know my stance on those. Oh boy, I tell you, it was a slug getting through some of them.
Yeah.
Like I explained, I think we were talking about that last week. Like Loki was.
I actually didn't mind Loki.
It was.
Production design was really good.
Yeah, but the story was ass. And then
especially the second season. The second season was.
I was really excited for Falcon and Winter Soldier because I was like, I like Sam, I like Bucky. Put them together, it's gonna be peanut butter and jelly. Nope, it was like liverwurst and fucking chocolate sauce.
They tried to do like, oh look, they're just this odd buddy cop thing, and just honestly, the chemistry was just not there between them.
Not there, and then they tried to do a bunch of like political stuff, and I was just like, please stop. Please. Yeah. I just want my silly comic book show. Please. I'm trying to get away from all that right now. It's COVID. Please stop.
Oh, that's the other thing. Like, they very clearly had like some sort of like pandemic storyline planned, but like then an actual pandemic happened and they had to change it.
Yeah.
So I got, let's see what this weapon is. It's a bamboo sword. It is not bad.
There's this meme I just saw where it says, Debbie, Oliver, don't let him grab you. 2 minutes later, and it's just like him in a death grip.
Oh god.
That's fun. I'm gonna share that on
the
the Discord. Hang on, let me
There hasn't
share
been
it.
anything new yet.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're here in the stream, please don't forget to give us a like. We always appreciate that.
Yeah,
Oh,
do it now.
now something gets added.
Okay.
The Orthodox monks in. I was just trying out the demo for the game Shore on Steam. A single-player game that fully simulates an MMORPG with NPC characters running around, leveling, and questing, like real players that you can talk to and party with to do content. It plays like EverQuest 1, by the way.
I think I tried that. I couldn't get it. I couldn't really get it. I wasn't good enough. Let's just put that.
Mm. You know what I think would be good.
What?
You know what I think would be a good use of AI
What?
is NPCs.
Yeah, I agree.
I
there's
think
some
maybe
game
it's,
mods. There has been some game mods, like Skyrim game mods, where you have full-on conversations with them. It's pretty interesting.
yeah, you can have full-on conversations with them. They don't always say the same thing. They're not like just have this scripted that they read from. That's it.
Yeah.
Even like guards and stuff. Maybe they could have instead of saying the same two things over and over again.
What?
Um,
Are you saying you're still mad that somebody stole your sweet roll?
Yeah, exactly.
We need to do
someone stole your sweet roll.
We need to do another Skyrim playthrough again. I need to give that another chance because that was so much fun. I glitched it out.
Yeah. I played a lot of EverQuest 1, so I'm used to the gameplay.
Oh, fair enough.
Fair enough, yeah. Alright.
It's been a long time, old one.
Oh, it's the librarian.
Oh, it's you, Master Alucard. What do you need?
I need your help.
A handy?
Young Master, I
Handy. A good old-fashioned.
the Master.
You won't go unrewarded.
But,
Really? In that case, just tell me what you need.
I'm interested in this.
but yeah, I think AI would be great in like games like Skyrim and stuff, or like in another new Elder Scrolls where you can actually have something different and sometimes be surprised with stuff they say. It'd be kind of cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe you could have and then maybe you could have an AI companion that can they slowly start to adapt to your gameplay style and they I don't know, I guess slowly get to know you better, I guess to say, and react like accordingly to you. So if you're playing a sneaky character, they're not, Leroy Jenkins every 2 seconds.
Oh god, that was like the worst part about Skyrim. Like anyone who's played Skyrim knows what I'm talking about. Like you're trying to be sneaky, and all of a sudden Lydia just goes, "Skyrim belongs to the Nords," and you're like, "God damn it, Lydia."
That's usually where you're like, you know what, go get them, Tiger, and then you're just like in the background, like just killing them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or it's
like, go ahead.
Lydia, yeah, I'm gonna specifically tell you to stay here. You're my pack
Yeah.
mule.
Yeah,
what's the
just
comment
stay
say?
here for like 1 second.
Yeah.
You just got to read and pay attention to what NPCs say because there are no question markers.
Yeah, like that's like anyone who plays Morrowind. Like, wait, there's a quest marker. It's like you actually have to pay attention to what they say.
Yeah. Well, even then, like, you know, you still listen to them. It's just, you know, you just had to, like, you know, they tell you where it's at. You're just gonna have to, like, you know, be a little extra vigilant.
Yeah. Which is
That would be kind of cool, though. Like, I kind of would like that. Be like, they're like, hey, there's this cave between this area and this area, and you gotta find it, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it may be the wrong cave.
Yeah, play some Morrowind. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. And that's the thing. Skyrim is the. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Skyrim is the only Elder Scrolls game I've played.
Okay.
Haven't played Oblivion or Morrowind.
Well, apparently there's an Oblivion remake that's going to be coming out, so you might actually have a chance.
Okay, yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, I think the reason they started doing the Oblivion remake is because, like, there's been this big Sky Oblivion project that's been going on.
Yeah, when is that? Like, that's been going on for years.
I don't know.
And then there's been this Sky Morrowind project too.
Yeah, Skywind, I think it's called.
Skywind, you know, yeah, it's just that's been going on for years and years, and just like then you just kind of forget about it. I'm just like, are they still doing it?
Oh God. Oh.
But I will say that Bethesda games, I will say that one thing they do excel at is telling a story in the background,
Yeah,
or telling a story without words or quest markers.
Another thing you can give Oblivion, give on Bethesda is they're quite modder friendly, though they do have a history of dicking over modders.
Oh yeah, oh
Like,
definitely.
I don't know if you
yeah.
remember this, but like Fallout London, like that big mod, like
Oh,
they
yeah,
were set to release Fallout London, and then all of a sudden Bethesda released this like big patch that like broke everything.
Oh wow.
Um,
Yeah, I seen the trailer for that. When I saw it, I did not realize I was looking at a mod. I thought I was looking at an actual game trailer, and I thought, wow, this looks actually pretty good.
I mean, it's
Yeah, I
out.
thought-
And then you saw why it was
Yeah.
good. No one officials involved with it. Why does that get
Exactly.
so normalized
Exactly.
now?
Exactly. Yeah, it was actually 100% player made. Let's see. Orthodox Monk says, EverQuest 1 has one of the coolest bard classes. A plate-wearing, dual-wielding buff machine that can tank. The bard has movement speed and levitation song buffs that are nice. Interesting. That sounds kind of broken, actually.
Probably is.
Just give yourself all the give all these buffs to take away all the negative effects of wearing heavy armor and stuff. But yeah, one thing I say that's one thing I do like about games like Skyrim and Fallout and Oblivion, actually all the Bethesda games really is where you run upon a scene and there's a story there and you just gotta kind of piece it together through visual means, and sometimes there's notes and stuff but there's no quest markers, there's nothing like that, and it's just like and I like those little touches.
Yeah, the Bethesda games are really good about you making your own story. Like one of my favorite, I always love the Skyrim stories. Well, I was doing this quest and then all of a sudden a dragon showed up and this person I was fighting, we stopped and we killed the dragon together, and then afterwards I killed him.
Well, that's like the stuff that happens to you along the way. I'm talking about like you walk into like a building, and you know you find a scene before you, and you're like, okay, what happened here? You know, like for instance, there's in Fallout, I believe it's Fallout 3. There's a military signal you can find, and it leads you to a sewer man cover. And you open the man cover, and apparently it's actually a mini Fallout shelter in there. And there's in one room there's a skeleton, like kind of reaching one arm out to a door, and it's wearing like men's clothes. And then when you open the blast door, there's a female skeleton in there, because it's still wearing like a dress or whatever. But there's a female skeleton in there, and she's got food, water, and whatever around her. And then she also has like is holding a gun with several bullets on the ground.
Oh
So-
yeah, that kind of environmental storytelling. Yeah, they do that a
So,
lot
yeah,
with,
so-
like, the kind of skeletons. Like, sometimes
Yeah,
you'll
so-
see like a skeleton, like like two people in bed, like an adult and a child, and like the guy, like the child has like a knife in it, basically saying like the dad stabbed the kid, the apocalypse kind of thing.
Like there's all environmental storytelling. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, there's a lot of environmental storytelling that I love. But yeah, the stories that you make, the stuff that happens to you along the way is usually is awesome. Those are the funniest stories. Like I remember one time I was first playing Skyrim, and
It's been a long time, old one.
I was playing as a Nord, and we had this those groups of like Thalmor that walked up and down. They have prisoners with them. One of them come by, and they were talking shit or whatever, and I was talking shit back to them. And just as they got hostile, all of a sudden a dragon just went kaboom, landed down right next to us. And so we're sitting there, like all of us are both fighting the dragon. And eventually, like he kills all the Thalmor, and I killed the dragon. And I look, and running down the road is the Nord prisoner, just running down the road to Whiterun.
It's like,
And I was,
it's like I'm not gonna let this go to waste.
yeah, I was like, "Be free, brother, be free," Oh, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I love things like that happen to you like that.
Those are always fun.
I also love like when you're doing something like Skyrim, where you make your character's backstory, you give them a simple backstory, and then you try to adhere to that. Like for instance, you're like, what were you like? You come up with the question, what were you doing crossing the border into Skyrim? And you kind of make your play style around that.
And then you always end up being Stealth Archer.
Stealth Archer, yeah, no matter what, yeah.
That's one of my favorite memes. Like, all right, this is my 53rd playthrough of Skyrim. Okay, this time I'm not going to be a Stealth Archer. 50 hours in. Damn it.
Yeah. I did one where I basically was the healer. I was doing a pacifist playthrough.
Okay.
So basically I had to do some killing to get there where I was, obviously, because it was like, kill or be killed situations.
Killing in the name of...
Yeah. But once I finally got Lydia, Lydia became like the body, basically my bodyguard. So she was the one doing the fighting, and what I was doing is I was giving her buffs, like courage spells and stuff. Meanwhile, I was casting like fear and stuff on the enemies. So and then of course I'm doing like heal other and I'm healing her. And of course I'm giving her like the best armor, the best weapons, and my character was more of like illusionist healer. So they were a wizard, but they were like skilled in illusion, magic, and restoration.
Surprised you've never done a caster run of Skyrim.
Yeah,
'Cause,
and
like necromancy and whatnot, you could totally play Caster the Gravedigger in Skyrim.
oh, I've done that. Yeah, I've done necromancer before. It's fun, especially when you when you break the game with the Ethereum crown.
So, one of the craziest builds that I did was a boxing cat build. It's basically
Yeah,
exactly. So what it is so Khajiits get a bonus to unarmed damage. All right.
yeah, because of the claws, you know.
And there's a couple other things you can do. There's a perk in the heavy armor tree that when you take it, you do your armor rating as unarmed damage.
Yeah,
And then there's also the thing called the Gloves of the Pugilist, which when
Yep.
you wear them, you increase your unarmed damage. So you
Yep.
can break it pretty bad just boxing cats.
yeah, you can, yeah, definitely.
Like I played that build, I was doing pretty good. I just kind of got bored.
Mhm. Yeah,
Cause like
Um,
it's fun. You know, numbers go up.
yeah. Well, and then also like with when I was playing through the Skyrim thing, I was playing through the anniversary edition, so or the special edition, so it has mods. So I was playing with so I'm playing console mods, and the one console mod I love is just having more followers. So
Entire
so
army.
so I yeah, so basically what I do is I'd have like 2 to 3 followers, and that's basically the party, and I was basically the party healer. So I'm hitting them with like courage, and rally spells, and then doing like fear and fear spells and stuff. It was so fun. It is harder. It is way harder to do. And I didn't. I guess I got bored, or I just switched games, or I can't remember why I quit playing. But I eventually wanted to become a vampire hunter and go through the whole
Dawnguard.
Dawnguard, and become like get the restoration magic that hurts vampires, and that kind of stuff. And I'd just be like a holy vampire, a holy vampire
Holy
warrior.
diver.
Holy diver. Holy diver.
Real quick, read the comments.
Yeah. So the song buffs affect the whole party. Rad.
Nice.
I hope the rumors are true that Oblivion is getting a remaster with Unreal 5. That I played that one the most, and so iconic. That would be cool. A Morrowind remaster. That would actually be cool. I'd like to play that actually.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, sure. I want a Fallout New
But
Vegas remaster. That's what I want.
Oh yeah, Fallout New Vegas remaster. Yep.
Like, because
Yeah.
they're going back to New Vegas for season 2.
Mhm.
Oh my god, the set leaks. They look amazing. They look so good.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're probably gonna find a way to piss me off though, but you know how it is.
Yeah. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle.
And I will say, when Fallout Season 2 comes out, we will be doing a New Vegas run. Like, I did that before, but yeah, I'm going to be doing it again. I'll be starting a new Fallout New Vegas run, just for the algorithm.
Yep. And you pick the follower. No.
You playing the game while you playing the game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I'm going to try and get Watcher to come back. I'll probably lure her back saying, Alright, I'll finally do the idiot cowboy run that you wanted me to do.
Mhm.
Because you get like special dialogue options if you're like a freaking idiot.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you're just brain dead, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna be a like, what I want to do is I want to be like a charismatic idiot.
yeah.
Zach Brannigan, the Zach Brannigan run.
Zap Brannigan.
You know, like you totally get it. Like, okay, we got another comment.
Enchant your gear with Chameleon so it goes over 100%, and and be the Invisible Man. Do the long way trick of stealing the Elder Scroll without looting the boots of Spring Hill Jack during that Thieves Guild quest.
I mean, one of the good things of the Thieves Guild quest, it gives you access to one of the best swords in the game, Phil Red.
Yeah.
It's just like sitting on Mercer Frey's wall, and it's like literally one of the best swords in the game.
Yeah, it actually rivals a lot of other swords. Even if you don't upgrade it, it's still pretty damn good.
Yeah.
But upgrading it, oh my god, yeah, it's amazing.
I just like one of the things about Skyrim is like breaking Skyrim, like just doing ridiculous things. Like just imagine enchanting a fork and giving it like ungodly damage.
Now, speaking of breaking Skyrim, there's a way to break the game without doing any cheats or anything. It's just using the actual gameplay mechanics
Is it the enchantment overflow mod?
It is using the Ethereum Crown.
Okay, how does it do with the Ethereum Crown?
Okay, so with the Ethereum Crown, once you get that item, you have to do the whole quest line to get it. Which the whole quest line I love. It's a really, I believe it came out with I don't know if it came out with Dawnguard or if it came out with. It may have came with Hearthfire. I don't know, but it came out. It came. Yeah, no, it's not a home build. It's like an actual whole new quest.
Well, anyway, continue.
But I can't remember it. It's just it has nothing to do with the main quests of the DLC. But it's just in there if you have the DLC. But anyways, it's a really good quest to go get the Ethereum items. You can make one of three items. You can make an Ethereum staff, shield, or crown. Crown is the most broken. The other two are kind of like, if you want to do it for role playing purposes, that's fine. The crown is the one you want. So what the crown's ability is, whatever stone you touched last, you will have that ability added on to the stone that you have currently. Okay, so if you have, say, like the Warrior Stone, right, and you have the Thieves Stone, you can have both stones activated at the same time as long as you have the crown.
So you can
have
two crowns at once.
You basically have two stone abilities at once. Okay, so. Okay, so that's the first thing. Okay, so it's good. Like, say you have like the Lover's Stone. The Lover's Stone gives you like I think a 15% or 20%. It gives you like a 15 to 20% increase in all skills, rank up in all skills like across the board. So that's pretty good. But then you can have that added on to like, say the Warrior Skin or the Warrior Stone or the Mage Stone or the Thieves Stone, and get that 20% on top of the other one you got. So you just you just gain skills like crazy. But what breaks the game is this one, and this goes into the Necromancer skill. So what you do is you go to I forget which stone it is. It might be the Shadow Stone, I'm not sure, but it's near Whiterun. It's not too far from Whiterun. and you go to the stone, and there's a necromancer trying to raise up skeletons, so you have to fight him and 2 skeletons.
Okay.
And you go to the stone, and what the stone's ability is once per day you can raise all dead around you, right? And this is regardless of max level, regardless of your ability, and they won't disintegrate. They'll just fall over dead once the ability runs out. So once a day you get 1 revival. So what you do is, say you go to a bandit camp, right? And you go and you clear out the bandit camp, and you hit. So what you'll do is you'll touch a stone that you want. Or no, you'll touch the shadow stone, and then you touch the stone that you want, like always. So like, say for instance, you're playing necromancer, you want the wizard stone. So what you're going to do is you're going to touch the shadow stone, and then you're going to touch the wizard stone. So what happens is now when you put the crown on, you'll have the shadow stone on you. So what you'll do is you'll go raid a bandit camp, put the crown on, activate the ability, all the bandits rise up from the dead and become your army of the dead. They'll follow you around, even when you quick travel. They'll follow you around. Go to another bandit camp. Have those zombie bandits fight the other bandits. Then guess what you do? Take the crown off. Put the crown on. Guess what it does? Reactivates the skill. Hit it again. Boom. Now all those barbarians and all those bandits are on your side. Now you have 2 bandit camps worth of monsters or undead. Now go into another place and fight, like, some monsters or whatever, right? Guess what? When that skill runs out, take the crown off, put the crown on, boom. All those become... Dude, I had like 50 things following me.
Oh,
and what's crazy...
God,
And what's crazy is... And what's crazy about it is you will have like the random wolves, spiders, deer, elk, just like in your little army, because they will kill anything and everything that you run across if you're just traveling down the road. And I'm talking everything. So you can get Daedra, you can get bandits, anything that you've killed, Spriggans. It's so funny. But the thing is, once you start doing it too much, it will crash the game, because there's a limit to how many undead you can have and how many NPCs you can have on
detected.
Yeah.
All right. What's
And
saying?
Boots of Spring Hill Jack give you the higher jumping, which paired with the higher acrobatics and being vampire, you are leaping over buildings. Good old Bolivian goofiness.
Yeah.
So basically, you can have your army of the undead, and what's so cool is you don't need any skills for it. You don't have to have any into like necromancy. You can just touch the stone and just have that, because it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be a master level resurrection spell that you get once a day. But once you take the crown off, you no longer have that ability, and then when you put it back on, it resets it every single time. And you can do that with any ability. You can do it with the one that gives you like 1 paralysis every day. You can do it with what gives you like anything that gives you like 1 ability a day. You can now break the game with it.
Interesting.
So like if it gives you like an ability that you can only have once per day, just take the crown off, take it back on, and you can just keep spamming that ability over and over again. But the necromancy one is the one where you break the game. And let me tell you what, it is not a skill that you really want to use a lot during in dungeons because I mean, guess what? There's not a lot of room.
Oh god.
Yeah, you probably just want to like use it for your group and that's it. Like don't just keep adding because it's gonna be it's gonna get standing room only pretty much.
Essentially, yeah. Yeah, I love that about like some games where you just like break open.
Yeah. But what's so crazy is you're not exploiting a glitch or anything. You're just exploiting the actual gameplay, and the gameplay will just let you do it. It's a loophole, if you will.
Creative
Really what
use
it
of
is,
game
just to-
mechanics. I think that's what
Yeah,
they
just-
call it.
What is it?
Creative use of game mechanics.
Pretty much, yeah. And once someone did that, I was like, yeah, I got to play a necromancer character and do that.
You
That's
should
gonna be
stream
awesome.
Skyrim and do that.
Yeah, I might have to do that. But I'd have to. Well, you know what? I could do that. I was like, I'd have to do the quest, but I guess I could stream the quest, more content, just to show people off. That's what we're gonna. That's the goal. Is just to get the become the undead lord of Skyrim.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Ethereum quest is actually a really good quest in and of itself. I actually quite enjoyed it. It's actually a not a long quest, but it's a good, like especially if you're not fast traveling and just riding a horse or whatever. It's actually a fairly long quest.
Now talking about like quests and end games, when it comes to like Witcher 3, everyone raves about the bloody Baron quest, but I gotta say, Hearts of Stone. Oh god, that is like a really good story. Like, have you played The Witcher 3?
I have not played any of the Witcher games, sadly.
Okay. You should. I think you'd like them. They're really good.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just like, it's boss time.
I have like I have nothing against them. I just never played them. Now, like you could only play like there is no Witcher 1, right? It's like on PC or something.
Yeah, The Witcher 1 is on PC.
Okay, so
Crap.
but it's not too hard to like get the story if you're playing Witcher 2.
It's not.
I'm pretty sure that's how a lot of people started.
Oh god. Oh god, that was clutch. So I was dying,
Can I do for you?
and so I used
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
I used the library
Farewell
card
for now.
to teleport me out. That was so freaking clutch.
So Witcher 2 is on 360, and the third Witcher's on Xbox One.
Yeah, and you can carry over your save files from like 1, 2, and 2 to 3. Like there's a special character you can get if you do quests a certain way in Witcher 2. And then Witcher 3 you can recruit him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, I definitely have to look into that because I've not played any of that series, and you know.
I highly recommend it. Highly. I think you'd like it.
Yeah. So it's Witcher 2 and 3. Is there any other games like side games or anything?
There's like a Gwent thing. There's like an adventure game, I think. Gwent is basically like their Hearthstone. Oh, that's the other thing. Gwent is in Witcher 3. You'll probably get addicted to it. It's like triple triad kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a whole meme.
Okay.
You want to play some Gwen?
Alright. I will be right back. I have to take care of a few bodily functions, and I'll be right back.
He's got to go drain the dragon,
Oh,
everybody.
Yep, drain the moat.
Alright, well, in that case, Lug, what you up to, sir?
Let's see. Trying to write some more, trying to fulfill a massive commission. I'm trying to keep busy.
I mean, like, won't you be working on a new video here soon?
Oh, I hope so. It sounded like it might be cool.
Yeah, I hear you might be having a trailer gig coming your way soon.
Oh, I think I did hear something about that.
Yeah, there's been some chatter. So just let everyone know, I do have some updates as far as Creature 3. I talked to RJ, and all the items have arrived at his place. And he will be mailing them out on Monday. The thing is, he's actually getting married this weekend.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay, we're playing something else. So yeah, I'm not gonna, I'm an asshole, but I'm not that much of an asshole. So yeah, if you haven't received your Creature stuff, you will probably by the end of next week. That's my estimate. Let's see here. So Lug, what should I play, sir?
Ooh, there's a lot here.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff. And then, Chad, if you have any suggestions you want me to play, let me know.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah, Genesis, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, Game Boy Color. Yeah, Spawn. Alright, so while you are thinking, Lug, I'm going to play some Tetris.
Well, I was just kind of watching the list scroll through.
Alright. Have you seen the Tetris movie?
Oh, I guess that was more of a documentary. I haven't gotten to.
No, there's
found
the one
that.
Taylor Edgerton. It was on Apple Plus. It's not entirely fully accurate, but it's very entertaining.
Yeah, it's just watching blocks go down for like an hour and a half on the screen.
The frick, sir.
Now, the story of how Tetris got to be in a game that we all love and play is quite a wild ride.
Oh God, I missed that part.
Yeah, it's.
Have you seen the Tetris movie, the one that aired on?
I've not seen the movie. I've seen the trailer for it. So yeah, it is sensationalized a bit, but
not as much as people would think.
No, not as much as people think. It is crazy. It involves espionage and everything else. It's
also,
crazy.
Here's another wild thing. So the guy from Microsoft is named Robert Maxwell. Do you know what his daughter's name is? Jelaine. Jelaine Maxwell. Wait for it. Do you not get what I'm saying?
I have no idea.
Where is this going?
It involves a man who did not off himself.
Oh, okay. That's how. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Jelaine Maxwell. Yes.
Okay. I know it was given with a G. I always called her G Maxwell because. That chick.
She's Maximus Prime.
G Maximus Prime.
But no, yeah, that's actually her father.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, so like even in the Tetris movie, there's that little thing.
Oh boy, oy vey,
Yeah.
oy. Yeah, I never knew how to pronounce that chick's name, but I always seen it like in the
Right.
paper and stuff.
But yeah, I do recommend the movie actually.
Okay. I still don't have anything new in the chat. All right. So, anyways,
Yep. So Lug gets next pick. I just figured to give him time to pick. I'm just gonna play some Tetris very badly.
oh, that's cool. So my Sega CD stopped working.
Rip.
Yes, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Well, because
Because you
I accidentally knocked over a cup of water,
accidentally.
and it went underneath the system, but I don't think it went into the vents or anything. Because I think I picked it up fast, like fast enough. But after I did that, it just like wouldn't come on. So I don't think there's liquid damage,
I mean,
but
did
I'm
you
gonna
try treating it nicely. Maybe taking it out to dinner. If you're trying to turn it
I-
on. There are easier ways, sir.
Well, I kept pushing this button. I hope that was doing it, but
You weren't pushing
But,
the right button, sir.
yeah, I know. So it wouldn't work. So I think the fuse might have blown. So I just got one in the mail. So now I'm going to. I actually came in the mail, I think today. So probably after stream or whatever, I'm gonna open her up and see if I can install a new fuse, and maybe
I mean,
that
at
might.
least take her out to dinner first before you start opening her up.
Oh no, she's already opened up. She's.
Oh God! Why did you
is
have
that?
to say it like that?
You know what? I was gonna say something worse, but I stopped myself. So
Thank you.
yeah, so I was just like, no, this is PG-13 stream. So
Yes.
I was about to say
thank you for
something a little worse.
understanding the assignment.
Oh, but anyways,
I am so terrible.
but yeah, so like, but the thing is, like, when I unhook it from the Genesis and 32X, they work. So I know it's just them, or it's just the Sega CD. So I hope I can get it working, because man, I love that thing. It's such a great little add-on.
Have you tried asking it nicely?
Oh, I did. I said, please, baby, please work for Daddy.
Good God. Please stop saying it so sexy.
Please work for Daddy.
No, I will boot you from the stream, sir.
All right, I can do it. I can do it creepy. Please work for Daddy.
All right, Caster will no longer appear on the channel.
Rats.
I've just been wondering, where's the newspaper boy been?
Where's the newspaper boy, Ben? I haven't seen him here in a while.
All right. Lug, what's the next game?
I don't know. I was looking at that list, but
Today was a good day, Jesse.
Lug, I mean, Caster, you can stop. I am disgusted with you.
Oh, but it's funny.
It's uncomfortable.
ooh,
What? What did you see?
some 007, an alien hominid.
Yeah, I got ported to the GBA.
Oh, right, GPA versions.
I was about to lasso you for a second. What is it, boy?
Army
What is
Man
it?
titles and Around the World in 80 Days.
A lot of shovelware came out
And
of that.
Bionicle.
Oh, God dang it. Oh, if you're not careful, I'll play Bratz and just completely tank the stream.
Oh, God.
You would hurt yourself in your confusion.
He would cut his nose off to spite his face.
Possibly. Danny Phantom. You know, I want to try Digimon Battle Spirit. I'm curious. Oh,
What
maybe
we
it
playing?
is.
Oh, Digimon.
Yep. I think Battle Spirit's like a fighting game or something.
Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon are the champions.
Guilmon, Terriermon, Renamon, Vmon, Wormmon, Agumon, Shukamon.
Poopmon.
Yeah, the poop. Let's do Vmon. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright.
I will say it's
I have
very,
no idea what
very
I'm doing.
colorful.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing,
I would say it's really colorful.
so... Yeah, that's actually one of the good things, probably. I gotta collect these balls.
Bowls of steel.
I mean, I do have balls.
Balls, 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 balls,
I
balls,
love that
balls of
video.
steel.
I love that video. The
Oh, that's a
girlfriend-
classic.
Yeah. I love
That is
how like
such
the
a
guys are
classic.
just like remind her like you should probably like you're feeding the troll.
She did not get that memo.
No. And then like
Because
later
they kept saying, they're like, this only happens when you do it. She's like, well, why balls of steel? I'm gonna. What do you say? I'm gonna rip off your neck and shit down your throat. Balls of steel. Was it like somebody had got? Was it actually one of them, the guys who were
I
talking,
don't know.
or was it actually just somebody who actually just got into the chat somehow? And because that was always the question: was it an actual troll who had gotten in, or was it the guys who were talking and they were just trolling her?
I don't know. I did win though. I did win this though. So
That's like the great mystery, I guess, will never be solved.
the world may never know. Supposedly, oh. Wait, is that like an idle animation? Alright, okay, now I can beat people up, but,
We always could do that.
yeah, I
You had the power all along.
could. I'm, like, trying to figure out how I digivolve, that's the question.
Oh, so I started playing with one of the cheapest characters in Marvel Rivals,
Oh,
Scarlet Witch.
of course he's the cheapest.
She's the cheapest. Let me tell you what, though, I love playing Scarlet Witch now because of how cheap she is. Because I feel like you should fight cheap fire with cheap fire. She like counters Spider-Man so perfectly.
Oh god. And I bet that makes the Spider-Man, like, main so mad.
Oh, it does. Because, like, they come in there and they act like they can do whatever they want without repercussion. But the thing is, she can chase them down and kill them. And same thing with any of the flying characters. She can punish them. So it's so funny seeing a Tony just up there, just blasting away with his RT button duct taped to his controller. You know, because that's all he has to do to win. So he's just got that duct taped to his controller, and then when all of a sudden Wanda just shows up behind him and just like, boo.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, surprise, motherfucker. And then you start like dealing damage to them, and then I did that I did that yesterday. I got him on stage.
Oh no, what have you done?
Uh-oh.
Get your id card. Get your ID, everyone. Get it for the stream. Taurus. What?
What?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, is it time I finally say it?
Yes, it is.
I was going to say it in the Doom stream, but I just wasn't able to get it in. My first time playing Doom was actually on a GBA emulator.
Wait, a GBA emulator?
Yeah.
If you're accessing a GBA emulator, why don't you just, like, play Doom?
Because I didn't have it yet. Sometime after that.
You didn't have
when
Doom on GBA either.
Doom 1 is on GBA.
Yeah, but you said you didn't have it. But if you're playing on an emulator, technically you didn't have it either.
Yeah, then it was after that. Then I finally got a Windows 95 copy at a Goodwill. I held onto that thing so tight, like someone was going to take it from me.
I think I still have the diskette copy somewhere.
And then eventually, yeah, I bought the whole bundle on Steam.
Nice.
So what version is this one?
Game Boy Advance, which is actually surprisingly a pretty decent version of the game.
I was saying, yeah, it actually looks really good, actually.
Yeah,
I don't understand why it's censored though. All the green blood and stuff.
It's
T-rated. Yeah, but even like the Wolfenstein port is M-rated.
God, the frame rates is kind of crashing in places. Yeah,
I want to play this on the Game Boy player and just have it on.
Why?
Run it through the GameCube. Yep.
That would be so cursed. Alright, and if you two like Doom, please make sure to give us a like.
Oh, it's got a. Okay, that looks weird. That looks so weird to me.
Okay, so I have a confession to the chat that I'm gonna say.
I had mine. Now it's time for yours.
Alright,
well, go ahead.
I didn't know this was church.
Yeah. So. Okay. So. Last week on Dragon Ball Z. No. So last week, when we had the Doom stream.
Yeah.
Caster was cooking dinner, and Caster was like, "You know what? I'm going to eat my dinner while doing the stream."
Oh God.
Well, the thing is, sometimes there's something wrong with me where sometimes even the smallest of bites will choke me, and it'll be stuck in my throat, but I can still breathe. It's just not caught in my windpipe. It's just stuck in the esophagus. So I have to like try to drink water or something to like get it down. But the thing is, it's like it's like if a pipe is backed up, you just keep adding it to it, it's going to overflow. So eventually I have to spew it out. But you gotta try to keep doing that, right? So the thing was, I was choked and trying to get this piece of steak up out of my throat for 2 hours during the stream last week.
Oh my god.
So basically, if you're wondering why Caster was kind of quiet during that stream a little bit, it's because I was the whole time trying to get this piece of food out of my throat.
Holy
So I
crap.
so when my mic is muted, I'm literally over the bathroom sink going trying to get myself to like just choke this thing up.
I actually have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing. So
And yeah, so when I'm actually talking,
Hang on, I think you're. Oh,
I
but
mean,
when I'm
I can jump back in if you want me to.
were you? I don't know what since I played 2. Were you supposed to shoot the switch behind the bars?
But then I won't have a Nintendo Switch anymore.
oh wow. But so I was trying to talk. So I was trying to talk and do all that stuff while I had a piece of food stuck in my throat. So that's how dedicated I am. And I didn't say anything about it.
We respect you, Caster.
I contacted Nick afterwards, and I told him, I said, yeah, this is what was going on during the the stream. So I'm literally literally when the mic is muted, I'm sitting there trying to throw up. You know,
Remember, Caster,
sometimes that's
chew
yeah.
your food.
It doesn't matter. I've choked on like you know, like the Dayquil, NyQuil capsules. I've had those stuck in my throat. Like I'll swallow one, and it's stuck in my throat, and I can't get it down. Yeah, it's a curse. I think I might have to go see a doctor or something about that because it's crazy. So I do have to chew my food. It's just if I don't chew it enough, I will choke.
I'm sorry. I'm trying. The reason I'm silent is because
In awe.
Well, that and my mind is perpetually in the gutter, and you're saying certain words that
Yes, saying words, yeah, like meat in the throat and choked, yeah. Okay, yeah.
yeah. That's Mrs. Caster's job.
Yeah. Wherever she is.
She's probably in another graveyard. I'm sorry, Caster. You're the princess is in another graveyard. Oh God. Oh God. If I ever get married, I want to have I'm sorry, but the bride is at another wedding, or something like that. Like that would be the invitations. That'd be funny.
Well, let's see what X has going on here.
I mean, it does give it to you.
Someone said that KSI looks like Angstrom Levy. Oh my God!
That is a burn.
And they actually edited his head. Oh my God! I'm sharing this one in the chat. This one looks funny as hell.
All right, let me know when you do. I'll check it out.
It's so stupid. It's all photoshopped. It's so stupid. Let's see. Oh, come on. Get back to the chat. There we go. Trying to get back to the chat here. I got like a bunch of windows open trying to... Okay. I got it in the chat.
Alright, let me check this out. I'm going to Discord. I'm sorry, there's a lot of stuff you can, and I'm catching up on it. Oh God, I can totally see it now. That big ass forehead.
Yeah.
I should not be getting slowed down for like a freaking GBA emulator.
Apparently, it says a new Texas bill would make watching Goblin Slayer a felony.
Oh, yeah, it's because we can get like some corn cob stuff going on.
Okay.
It's like, I don't
But
care.
that's not
if
real-
I don't care if you
That's
like.
not corn cob, though.
Well, you know what I mean. See, this
I know, but that's not corn cob.
this is
I don't understand how, like,
they classify it, and it's like I'm trying to make a point here, sir.
yeah. Okay.
Like, this is why I'm against like banning like porn and whatnot, because like, okay, we're banning porn now, but like, what's to say that like sometime later they reclassify other stuff as porn, and thus they ban it, you know? Like like, for example, Game of Thrones has nudity in it. Like, what if they reclassify Game of Thrones as porn, and they use that as justification to ban it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know I'm making a slippery slope argument, but it kind of is. Okay. Who's ever doing that, please stop that. That is...
How is that even happening?
I don't know. I don't know who's doing it. But who's ever, please don't do it. Because, like, I mean, did we all forget the 2010s where, like, everything was classified as hate speech? Like, anything that people didn't like was reclassified as hate speech? God, it's just... Lug, do you remember that era?
Have we even left it?
I think we have, but, you know. Alright, next game.
Right.
Welcome back, sir.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Is that green eggs and ham?
I didn't like green eggs and ham.
You know what?
What?
You know what? I'm actually kind of curious right now. I am actually kind of curious.
How does this work? Like, it's a classic. The book's a classic, but like, how the heck does this work? What even is the genre?
Well, we're about to find out.
What the heck?
Buckle up,
I mean, they
Dougies.
knocked it out of the graphics department. It all looks right. But I'm guessing, is it a platformer? Is that seems like the go-to, maybe? But I'm not sure.
Number of human players, number of
What the
CPU
heck?
players.
Why are there humans in here?
There was no humans in green eggs and ham. There was no humans, Sam I am.
Oh, it's a board
What?
game!
What? Okay, I guess that works.
I just want to say that their hats offend. I want to say their hats look like a certain appendage.
Thumbs?
Oh no. Much worse.
The ring
okay,
finger?
yeah, no.
Oh come on, it's just getting good.
No, it wasn't. Let's do some gambling.
It's like fine wine, you just had to give it some time
What?
to mature.
The frick? Alright, you guys ready for that golden nugget? Alright, so what are we gonna do? Let's start off with some blackjack. We're doing gambling! Oh god, these graphics are so crusty. Alright,
Yeah, is this a phone game? Because it looks like.
Alright, dealer shows an ace. Do I want insurance? No. No blackjack, press A button. Alright, so I have a 10, so I'm gonna hit. Oh! Yeah, I have a 20, I'm gonna stand.
Where's the knife button?
The dealer just bust. Alright.
What even happens here?
Okay, like there's no music. Alright, let's play something.
Yeah, at least Green Eggs and Ham had music, and it was based on a book. They didn't really have anything to pull from. Like that, as soon as I started seeing the gameplay loop, I'm like, what is even the music derived? Is the music derived from anything in particular? It's a book.
Oh god, I gotta reset this.
I think you broke him.
Yeah, we broke him.
Green Eggs and Ham, man. It blew his mind.
Yeah. Alright, so we have the character of Isaac. Who should we call him?
Jacob.
Oh, speaking of Digimon and all that earlier, one of the voice actors passed away recently.
Who?
Dave Mello.
Oh, what did he voice?
He voiced Angemon.
Oh. So the character's
he
name
said
is
he-
Cast.
He said his notable roles were Angemon and others in Digimon Adventure. He voiced characters in Bleach, Hunter x Hunter, Fooly Cooly, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Dragon Ball: The Harmony Gold dub. Which wait, Harmony Gold did a dub? Oh, Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you got it. Like that was probably late '80s, early '90s kind of thing.
Yeah, and he did the narration and monster voices in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Ooh.
So, yeah, he passed away at 76.
Oh, rest in peace there.
Yeah.
See, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Caster, have you played this game?
Was it Golden Sun?
Yeah.
I played a little bit of it. I need to get back into it. I played a little bit of it and I stopped playing it. Because when I didn't really know what the hell was going on. Yeah, I think I need to put this in the old Game Boy player and play this on the big screen.
Wait, you actually have a Game Boy player?
Yeah, I got a Game Boy player.
Nice.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in like my game hunting days in the early 2010s, I actually got a Game Boy player with the disc for like $13.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
This is like 2013, 2014-ish. But yeah.
Yeah, before they went skyrocket in price.
I mean, even then, that was like a pretty good deal. Because at
Yeah.
the time, they were going for like $50. Nowadays, it's like $50 just for the freaking disc.
Oh no, the disc is even higher. This is like 100 and something.
Yeah, and what's
player-
hilarious is if you soft mod your GameCube, the disc is actually the worst way to play Game Boy Advance games. 'Cause they have like homebrew software you can run that like is actually better.
Yeah.
What I wouldn't give for Nintendo to do like a remaster of this and have like Golden Sun 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. But I have Golden Sun like complete in box.
Actually, I had Golden Sun 1 and 2 box for like the longest time. I remember I went into like my local game store and they had them both for like $11 each, and I instantly bought it
Mm-hmm.
because like, oh, yoink. Because like even at that point, you know, box copies are probably at least $50 to $100. I got like a crazy good deal on
Yeah.
those.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I definitely need to. Yeah, I keep thinking every once in a while my mind comes back to this game, and I gotta go. You know, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go back and play this.
See, what's crazy is like it's actually like a launch window GBA game, but it still has some like the best graphics on the system.
Oh yeah.
And
There's nothing like having a RPG on the handheld. I just love those.
Yeah. And what
Because I mean,
love
that's the
about-
perfect like road trip game.
Yeah, definitely. And yes, like Golden Sun is kind of like baby's first RPG a little bit, but it had like
Yeah.
just enough like interesting mechanics to have people who are like RPG veterans can enjoy the game still.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. That's not a bad thing to have like I don't want to say watered down, but having like easier what do you call it? Like you said, like a pathway.
Yeah, Golden Sun would be a game that I would say is like a easy to learn, tough to master kind of game because there's like a lot of
Yeah.
little things like, oh, there's weapons that they have certain attacks. Like, oh, there's one that can seal psi energy, or the Jin
Yeah.
system, like with classes.
Hmm.
All right.
But yeah, definitely need to get definitely need to play this game again.
Yeah. And obviously the music is amazing.
Mhm.
By Moitoi Sakawa. The same guy who did like the Tales of games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just like listen to. Oh, well, you can't really hear the music, but yeah. The music is so
Yeah. Girls with Time Machine. I'm your granddaughter. Really? Boys with Time Machine. Don't let Weevil near your Exodia cards, Yugi.
All right, if you were a fictional character, and you had access to a time machine, what fictional character would you be, and what would you prevent?
I would be Cloud, and I would tell Aerith to duck or dodge.
Well, it's very clear she was letting that happen.
I don't care. I still. This is what I would do.
I would go back to the prequels and I'd tell Yoda, Yoda, get that boy Anakin some therapy, like, right now. Like, in fact, here, let's take Anakin into my time machine. I'm gonna go have him see a modern therapist, and we'll be back in about 5 years, and he's gonna be a well-adjusted person.
Ooh, someone's gonna have a tall order there.
Can you imagine the therapy bills for Anakin?
And you're gonna need a master for that.
Sorry, when you said
So-
Mad Master, that was that was just so good. It's like,
So
guess
is
we
it-
could have
is this-
Anakin be his therapist.
So is what's her name from Star Troopers? Is that going to be on my timeline for the next like week and a half?
Probably. You know what's really hilarious about that tweet is that woman was not intending. Like, that was like one of like, it's like sometimes like when we make a random tweet and it just goes viral for no freaking reason.
Yeah.
Like, it is very obvious. Like, she wasn't intending to go viral. She was just like making an offhand tweet, and it just went wild. The frick. I like how Dina Meyer actually got involved. Okay. I need to switch batteries. Like, that was probably what's causing it to die. Right.
Yeah.
Because it's really freaking annoying when whenever the Xbox controller is about to die, the frame rate just tanks. Luckily, I have 2 rechargeable battery packs, and when one dies, I just slip in the other. Alright. Alright, we're good. How that works. But yeah, like, that's kind of like the thing. It's like a lot of people, they don't like Carmen. What's funny is, in the books, there's not really really like a romance.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had a romance, but like once, like they only really saw each other once after they both enlisted, kind of thing. And like they talked, and like the Neil Patrick Harris friends got killed, and at the end he got like a kiss on the cheek, you know. It's like, oh yeah, we once were lovers, but you know that time has passed. We still carry bother, like that kind of thing, where you don't hate the person. It's just life has moved on for both of you, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know why this frame rate's making yeah, so like here's the thing. If they're actually gonna
It's clobbering time.
If they actually can do a Starship Troopers remake that is more accurate, then I'm for it. But I feel like it's gonna be like, oh, you chuds, you didn't understand the message. So we're gonna double down. We're gonna make it even more obvious that we're making fun of you.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
And that'll be a big hit.
God, wouldn't that be like ironic? But
Yeah.
like, because you know that's like one of those big things. Like, guys, didn't you know Starship Troopers is mocking you? And we're like, we don't care. Oh, we have a Nick's doing a drive-by comment. Can you read it, please?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Everybody. Hold on, everybody. Hold on to something. All right. It's time about to say hi before I head to bed. Good night.
Good night, Nick's.
Good night.
We appreciate you making an appearance.
Yeah, you should have been here the whole night.
What was all the shock and terror for?
Because Nix is here. we gotta hide the weed. Nix is here.
Yeah, Nix is here. We gotta clean the place up.
Gotta make it look all sprucey. Our friend is here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Nix, he'll judge us.
Well, yeah, I should do that anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
But
It's times like these that we men have to stand together. Oh, I love it.
yes.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about some games. They have like really long intros, especially when you're
Yeah.
replaying them. You just want to get into the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem with Golden Sun. Like, it has like this hour-long intro before you're like really into the game. What other topics we got?
Well, let's see what. I'm trying to see what channel this is real quick. Oh, hold on a second.
Yeah. That was a battle you're supposed to lose.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, what's up, Caster?
I'm trying to figure out. Oh yeah. So if you don't, you ever seen the Solid JJ YouTuber? He makes like usually funny videos about like Justice League and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he had he released a video today. It had a new supervillain for the Green Lantern.
Who?
The yellow guy who whispers in Green Lantern's ear. That's his actual villain name. and he's like, okay, and he's like, what superpower is that? He's like, let me show you. And then like Green Lantern's trying to like make a staircase to help like this woman out of a burning building. And he's like, don't worry, ma'am. I got this staircase here. And then he's like, chainsaw. And all of a sudden it turns into a chainsaw. He's like, would you quit doing it? Would you quit in my ear? So basically he's just fucking with him. So basically it's like, oh boy. Oh, power just went out.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be saying, you built a staircase to hell.
How long do you have, Caster?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Battery's on 20%.
All right. I'm dropping a save state. We're gonna wrap up this stream.
Yeah, power just went out. Everything just went dark.
All right. So thank you everyone for joining us. We'll probably be playing an actual game next week. Caster and I will be doing extra credits tomorrow. We'll be talking about our favorite, talk about RPGs, the good, the bad, our favorites. Thank you, Lug. Thank you, Nick, for making an appearance. This has been Nick from the Phoenix Press. Remember, I can only show the door.